Today from the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, it's the Houston Oilers versus the Oakland Raiders. Today's game is brought to you by Dodge with the new 6-passenger Dodge Aries K and new Ram Tough Dodge pickups and vans. By Anheuser-Busch St. Louis, Brewers of Michelob. Put a little weekend in your week. By United Airlines. United flies more people to Hawaii than any other airline. That's what friendly skies are all about. And by new gas-saving Pennzoil. Quality in every extra mile. Ask for it. Hello, everybody. This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson. And if Charles Dickens was a sports writer, he would say it is the tale of two cities, Houston and Oakland. And for the winner, it will be the best of times. For the loser, the worst of times. As Chris Barr is kicking off for the Raiders. Carl Roaches and Ronnie Coleman are set for the return. Coleman at the goal line. Ronnie's to the 10, 50, 20, and he returns it near the 25-yard line. Let's look at the offense of the Houston Oilers. They, of course, will be led at quarterback by the snake, Ken Stabler. Stabler hitting 64.1% on the year. 13 touchdowns, but 28 interceptions. Tim Wilson, one running back. He is there to block for this man, number 34, Earl Campbell. Spotted at the 25-yard line. Houston has the ball. Mike Renfro will be the wide receiver. They'll go with two tight ends. And Earl Campbell gets the call. And he has a quick 4 yards. It'll be second down and 6. Mike Renfro, the wide receiver. Now the tight ends, Mike Barber and Dave Castle.
On that last play, there was a fumble, Charlie. They stole the ball from Earl Campbell, and Oakland is getting great field position right after the first play of the game.
Mike Davis stole the football from Campbell. Davis is number 36.
Taking a look at Campbell, 34, going up the middle of that Oakland defensive line. And the ball is snatched right out from under him. Oakland coming up with it. You see in the bottom of the pile right there, 36. Davis coming up with the football, the strong safety.
First turnover and the first opportunity for the Oakland Raiders at the Houston 28-yard line. The give is to Kenny King. King, formerly with the Houston Oilers. He was drafted number 3 a year ago, but he rushed for only 9 yards. Vernon Perry makes the tackle. The quarterback for the Oakland Raiders is Jim Plunkett, hitting 51.6% on the year. And as a starter, they have won 9 and lost 2. Kenny King, been bothered by an ankle injury. This is the workhorse, Mark Van Egan. Bob Chandler is the wide receiver having his finest year. No gain on the last play. Cliff Branch, you know, the speedster. Second down and 10. Inside to the 25-yard line is Van Egan. He picks up 3 as Elvin Bethea makes the tackle. So it will be third down and 7. The tight end for the Oakland Raiders is Raymond Chester, and he's an offensive line.
And take a look at that offensive line. Number 63, Gene Upshaw, 14-year veteran, has never missed a starting call, either a preseason game, regular season, or postseason game. It's a veteran offensive line for the Oakland Raiders.
5 men in the secondary for the Oilers. Arthur Whittington comes into the offensive set. It's third down and 7. Check it. That's Ira Matthews. That's it. Flags go down. We had action before the football was snapped.
Right away, this ball game is jumping off and get a turn of events.
Ball start, offense, number 65.
The call is on Mickey Marvin, the right guard of the Oakland Raiders.
And that's not good for Oakland because they were in position to kick a field goal, taking it back now for Chris Barr. It's making it a little longer if they don't pick up some yardage here. They're in a situation right here, Charlie, they're going to have to throw the football.
Third down and 12. Let's look at the defense of the Oilers. They'll go with a front 3, basically, although we'll see some changes. And And that is Andy Doris, Ken Kennard, and Elvin Bethune. The linebackers, and they are excellent. And the secondary with Tatum drawing the starting assignment over Perry, but Perry's going to be in and out of the ballgame. He's bothered by an injury. Third down 12. Plunkett has time. Knocked away, almost intercepted. Number 27, Greg Stimrick, picking up Cliff Branch. Will take another look. It'll be 4th and 12.
That ball was thrown too late and not far enough, Charlie, because Cliff Branch, the speedster, was cutting from the right side of your screen all the way back to the left, and he did have a step had the ball been there, but Plunkett got nailed just as he threw it. You can see right there that Stimrick made an excellent play, and Branch made an excellent play of stripping that ball out of his arms. He grabbed his arm, make sure he didn't come up with an interception, giving at least Oakland an opportunity to come up with 3 points with a field goal.
And it was Andy Doris that was putting the pressure on the passer. 37-yard line, an attempt of 47 yards by Chris Bob. He's got it 47 yards away. And the Oakland Raiders open the score, capitalizing on the turnover and the fumble recovery by Mike Davis. So it is Oakland 3 and Houston nothing. We'll be back with the kickoff. Has been in a bit of a slump, but he's out of it now.
He nailed that one right through the middle of the upright. 3 big points for the Oakland Raiders. And there he is, Davis, the strong safety, Mike Davis. He's the man that stripped the ball and picked it up from Earl Campbell, the first play of the game for the Houston Oilers.
Bob Nelson was also involved in that play. Now Barr kicks off for the second time in the ballgame. It is high and way short towards the sideline. It goes out of bounds, an automatic 5 yards. We'll bring it back, and this time kick from the 30-yard line.
And also, it's going to be a good field position probably for Houston when they receive this kickoff.
So as we come back, let's look at the offensive line of the Houston Oilers.
And look at number 77, Angelo Fields. He's taking the place of Leon Gray, who's out for the year because he tore an Achilles tendon in his leg. He's a little fella, somewhere in the area, I say area, of 340 to 60 pounds because they don't have a scale big enough to weigh him at their training site.
He stands 6'6", and defensive linemen say it's a cab ride just to get around it. From Phillips, the head coach of the Houston Oilers. And there he is, Angelo Fields. He's a rookie. This is only his 3rd start. He's taken in the 2nd round of the draft. Played his collegiate ball at Michigan State. He was a defensive player until his senior year. So this is really only the 2nd year that he has been on offense.
You can take a look. He's standing. He took up the whole picture. There's Tom Flores, the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. There it is. Does it make a difference? Is he a large person? I'd say he is. Number 81 is wide receiver Jeff Groff.
Scooped up at the 12-yard line on the return by Carl Roches. Roches breaks it to the outside. And you're right, the Oilers will have good field position. Chris Barr, the man who kicked off, made the tackle after a 26-yard return. So Houston will move on offense for the 2nd time, and here's the defense.
Number 72, John Matuzak, is really having an outstanding year for the Oakland Raiders and providing a lot of great leadership. Number 83, the historic Ted Hendricks, having, I think, the best year of his career. The man who leads everybody in interceptions, number 37, Lester Hayes at the cornerback position.
And don't forget number 36, Mike Davis, who stripped the ball from Earl Campbell, came up with the fumble, the turnover, that led to the field goal. Pass is complete, 1st down, going to Dave Casper. Covering 13 yards and the 1st down. Bob Nelson, the linebacker, stops him. It is at the Oakland 49-yard line.
Charlie, you said you're going to dance with the one that brought you, and we mentioned about this combination. Look at Stabler. He's looking for number 87, and that is Dave Casper, the Stork. Hit Stabler after he released the football, but 87, Casper, was just looking for that open area between the linebackers. He found the open area. Stabler found him.
Stabler and Casper played together for 6 years with the Oakland Raiders. Here's Earl Campbell. Flips as he makes his turn. He may get a yard, but that will be it as Bob Nelson was there to cut him down, the linebacker number 51.
Bob Nelson got penetration and got an arm on his legs, and what you're going to have to do against the Houston Oilers and Earl Campbell, you must get penetration at that line of scrimmage and get back in that secondary or in the backfield and disrupt things. Otherwise, if he gets to the line of scrimmage and through it, you're in a whole lot of trouble defensively because he's going to pick up a lot of yards.
2nd down and 10. Oakland out in front by a score of 3-0. Campbell on the draw. Campbell has 2 yards, and that is it. It will be 3rd down and 8. Again, it is Bob Nelson. He joins Reggie Kinlaw, the middle guard. Kinlaw played his collegiate ball at Oklahoma and has gone against Earl Campbell on the collegiate field, but first time that they have met since they've been in the pros.
Take a look at Stensrud, the defensive lineman for Houston, getting a little work done on the sideline.
5 men in the secondary. Billy White Shoes Johnson is in as a receiver. They give instead on the draw up the middle to Rob Carpenter. And Carpenter is upended after a yard. So it'll be 4th down and 7, and the Raider defense is the story of the ball game right now. This time it was John Matuzak.
The Snake was trying to spread that defense out and hope to get a draw play that worked going up the middle and break it for a big game, but it was not to be because Oakland played it very, very well.
4th down, so Cliff Parsley will be kicking. Ira Matthews is set for the return. And the center wants a change of football for the Houston Oilers.
It could be there's a lot of stickum on that football, and he wasn't able to get a good grip on it to get a good snap. Don't want to make a mistake down here.
That's David Carter, offensive center on the snaps for the Oilers. Carl Mock is the center when they're running from or passing from scrimmage. Matthews fields it, bobbles it, drops it. He is hit. It is recovered by the Oakland Raiders inside the 5-yard line. Corker was there. The punt covered 38 yards. Otis McKinney recovered the fumble. So we have had a strange opening to this wild card game. The Raiders have the ball when we come back at their own 5.
My broker says that with 2 children to put through college, I should start investing in stocks. What does your broker say?
Well, Frank, my broker's E.F. Hutton. And E.F. Hutton says...
When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. Your next long-distance call.
Main man for the Houston Oilers, and so far Oakland has closed the door on it.
Well, Oakland has done a good job so far in this ball game of stopping the running attack of Houston. That's what they have to do. They've got to stop Earl Campbell. They've got to force the Snake to go back and throw, because you know so far this year when the Snake has had to really throw the football, they've had a lot of trouble winning the game.
Oakland now from their own 5-yard line, 1st down. Just under 10.5 minutes left to go. We're in the 1st quarter. Mark Van Eegen gets the call, and he picks up 3 yards to the 8. It will be 2nd down and 7. Mike Reinfeldt makes the tackle, and now let's watch from behind at ground level.
And we mentioned about Oakland. They need to get their ground game going, too, so that Earl Campbell is on the sidelines. But you see a little slippage down there. That wouldn't happen, I don't believe, in the Astrodome because it has synthetic turf. But here we're down here below sea level, and the field down there gets a little slippery at times.
And there is Mark Van Eegen. We mentioned the fact that he is the workhorse of the offense for the Oakland Raiders. Mike Reinfeldt shaken up on the play. Reinfeldt was originally with the Oakland Raiders, as Dave Resnick pointed out this morning, the San Francisco Examiner. He unfortunately did not play a game with them in regular season. He played in 1976, 2 games in preseason, was then put on waivers, and was then picked up late in the season by the Houston Oilers. So his career in reality has been with Houston and not with the Oakland Raiders, although he did pass through.
They can't afford to lose him. That's because right. Vernon Perry is hurt. Tatum started at the strong safety position. They don't have that many players on the roster in the secondary for the Houston Oilers.
And so it is Wilson, Perry, Tatum, and Stimrick now in the secondary. And it is 2nd down 7. Plunkett dumps it off right side. Lots of room to tight end Chester. Raymond Chester. J.C. Wilson moves up to make the tackle. 1st down.
Both teams are going to go to their tight end in situation. This is a zone defense by the Houston Oilers, but plenty of time for Plunkett to look downfield. The offensive line with Gene Upshaw and Shell in there did an excellent job of protecting the quarterback. And Chester was wide open, coming up with a big first down for the Oakland Raiders.
First down, Oakland at their own 18-yard line. They lead 3-0 in the ball game. Kenny King getting the call, number 33. An ankle injury of the last couple of weeks seems to be all right as Tatum and Bingham make the time.
Taking a look at Kenny King to see how he moves early in this game, to see if he is hampered because of the ankle injury, but that time he looked as quick as ever. He adds a dimension to Oakland that they really haven't had that much, and that is that great outside speed. They've always had that fullback that could bang away inside. They haven't always had the man that could get outside and break it for long games.
Weinfeld is back in the secondary for Houston. King again gets the call. Mark at the 24-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 4 after he has one. And Robert Brazil, the outside linebacker, is the man who stopped him.
And right now, coming up for a situation for Oakland, they're in a passing situation.
3rd down and 4. The key receiver has been Raymond Chester, the tight end, number 88. Chandler splits away. Branch is in the slot. Chester's on the right side. Looks to Chester, coming back over the middle, and he overthrows him. He intentionally overthrew, though, because there was excellent coverage on Chester. Wilson and Reinfeldt both picked him up.
Actually, good blocking by the line, because Plunkett was in a position. You know how long you're back there as a quarterback. Taking a look at number 88, that's Raymond Chester, getting a workout over there by Washington, and he's being picked up. Everybody knows that, or Houston knows that they like to go to Chester, so he gets the attention of those secondary people. But Plunkett was back there long enough that he knew that if he waited any longer, he was going to get nailed, so he got rid of the football.
Carl Roach is the free agent rookie from Texas A&M. Is set to return the punt of Ray Guy, who had a 43.6-yard average during the regular season, 3rd in the NFL. Fielded at the 38-yard line. To the 45. Roach goes out of bounds around the 47-yard line. He'll get 9 yards on the return. The kick covered 37 yards, and Derek Ramsey was left to go in the first quarter. Oakland leading Houston 3-0 on Chris Barnes' 47-yard field goal. It was set up by Mike Davis, recovering the ball, a fumble from Earl Campbell. In reality, he simply stripped him. Play action, and he is sacked. Lester Hayes got him. The left cornerback was coming. The Raiders had 54 sacks during the regular season, 3rd in the NFL. You
don't expect a cornerback to be coming after you very often in the National Football League, but because it's double tight end situation, it was the fact that faking that ball, it was a play action pass. He was looking to go to his left, but you're going to see 37 Lester Hayes come into the picture. No one came in his direction, and his responsibility was out in the flat. Since no one came, he went after Stabler, made a big sack.
A loss of 9 on the play. Billy Johnson is in. Stabler to throw, has protection, fires. It's incomplete, 50-yard line. He was going to Mike Barber, the other tight end, and Mike Davis, the strong safety, had the coverage.
Offensive line has got to do a job of protecting Kenny Stabler, because it takes time for that pattern to develop. We're talking about Fields, number 77. Now, can you imagine what Dave Browning is feeling like? He's giving away at least 100 pounds to that man. And there's no way he's going to grab him and turn him. The only thing that he can do is try to beat him on quickness.
3rd down, 19. Stabler has completed 1 of 2. Oakland now with 5 in the secondary. They'll come with a 4-man rush. This one is dropped off to Rob Carpenter. Slips a tackle at the 40, 45, and then out of bounds. He goes out at the 48-yard line. That's where they started. So it'll be 4th down and 10. Ted Hendricks got it.
So far, Oakland's defensive unit really is doing a good job against Houston. They have not permitted Houston to get into the type of game that they like to play offensively, and that is giving the ball to number 34, Earl Campbell. Completely disrupts Houston's game if you can't get the ball to Campbell and have him pick up 3 and 4 and 5 yards of crack.
Cliff Parsley to kick. Ira Matthews is set for the return.
The last 2 times, too, Houston had excellent field position. In the way of nothing.
takes it 7-yard line. Has a block. 15. Flag is down, and Matthews goes down as he is hit by John Corker, number 57, the rookie from Oklahoma State. 45 yards on the kick, an 8-yard return. Tim Smith was also there on the coverage.
They're going to go back, Charlie. That was a
John Corker stopped the
on
run
Oakland.
back.
They're going to have terrible field position.
Andrew run it back about 6 yards. Chuck Eberling is the referee. The other officials, Gordon Wells, LaCory Haggerty, Bob Beeks, Bill Swanson, Gil Mace, Rich Kraft. The alternate is Richard Ferguson.
Personal foul. Clipping on the run back. Number 57. First down.
Randy McClanahan.
You talk about experience. Well, today's officials have a total of 191 years of experience at high school, college, and in the National Football League. We've got a timeout.
And it's very obvious. McClanahan, number 57, right there. It's so unnecessary. He should have avoided that collision at all. Just throw up his hands, go the other way, because he's standing right there. The officials know that they're going to throw that flag on him. And that puts him in terrible field position right now.
Officially, the ball on the 5-yard line. Mike Stinserud replacing Andy Doris in the defensive line for Houston. Jim Plunkett, the quarterback.
Double tight.
Van Egan coming to the 10-yard line, so he picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Ted Washington makes the tackle along with Greg Bingham. Bob Trumpy, who is here covering the game in the pregame show. A report on Dan Pastorini, because a lot of rumors had been floating around here, was in an automobile accident last night. Talked to him. Bob just told us facial lacerations. He said there was a possibility of a broken ankle or broken leg. That did not happen. Facial lacerations. Pastorini, and he is all right. Van Egan again. 13-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and still a couple to go as Vernon Perry, the strong safety, makes the tackle.
Now Oakland is employing that double tight end situation, because now they like Houston, when they run the double tight, can run either to the right or to the left. You know, you cannot run an off tackle play unless you have a tight end in the ball game, because somebody has to block down on the defensive end. Somebody has to kick out on the linebacker. And Oakland right now is just hoping to pick up a 1st down to get out of this hole down there.
Raymond Chester and Derek Ramsey are the 2 tight ends. They do not pick up the 1st down. Van Egan gets the call. Darrell Hunt and Vernon Perry. Perry, number 32, is very pleased with the defensive effort of the Oilers.
Well, he was hurting, but he was strong enough to make that hit on the line of scrimmage and push the running back back. This is a big play for both ball clubs, particularly for Houston, stopping Oakland right now. Here you take a look at the ground level. Number 32, Vernon Perry, making the hit on Van Egan, stopping the 1st down. Going to force Oakland to punt right now. And once again, I think for the 3rd time in a row, unless there's a penalty, Houston should get excellent field position.
Ray Guy will be kicking to Kyle Roaches. As you can see, he's at the Houston 44-yard line.
Take a look at Ray Guy from behind. He is the type of kicker, though, that can get you out of a jam like this. And he does.
Nailed it. Taken back at the 33-yard line to the 40. To the 45. A punt covering 54 yards. Solano makes the tackle. And Houston has field position, but not near as good as we thought that they might have. Get ready for 3 of the top 5 teams in the nation on New Year's Day on NBC. First, the granddaddy of them all, the 67th Rose Bowl. 5th-ranked Michigan facing Pac-10 champion Washington, followed by the game that could determine number 1, the Orange Bowl between number 2 Florida State and Big 8 champion Oakland, the best of the college bowls here on NBC. Earl Campbell. Biggest gain that Campbell has had in the ball game, and it's 6 yards.
And they're going straight ahead, because it's straight ahead blocking by that Houston offensive line. If you get any type of seam at all for that man. Now here taking Carl Mock is going on Reggie Kinlaw right over the center, and it's a standoff. When you get a standoff by the center on that nose guard, there's going to be a natural hole there for the running back, and there was, and Campbell picked up 5.
Bob Nelson, inside linebacker, made the tackle. Play action. Going deep. picked it up.
Guess who he was looking for?
The man that you've been talking about.
Yes, sir. Number 87, Dave Casper, tried to make it. And Casper almost came up with a great catch. The ball was thrown behind him. And you look at Burgess Owens there. He had an opportunity to come up with it also. But there were defensive men back there. The ball was up in the air. It was up for grabs for anybody. Taking a look right now. The Snake, Kenny Stabler, going back to throw. Good protection. Gets the ball up in the air, as you can see. And it's anybody's ball down there. Owens almost coming up with the interception.
Stabler has completed 2 of 4 for 21 yards. Quick out, far side to Ronnie Coleman. Coleman streaking down the sideline with the first down and out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 22 yards on the play. Mike Davis finally caught him. Houston converting on a 3rd and 4.
That time he was out there by himself. Either a linebacker was unable to get out there or the linebacker was picked because he got rid of the ball in a hurry. As you can see, there isn't anybody out there, a linebacker or a defensive back, to make a play when he makes the catch. And an easy first down, and once again, excellent field position for Houston.
And Coleman had only 16 receptions during the regular season. First down at the Oakland 27-yard line. Earl Campbell, great shot, 12-yard line. A quick 15 and a first down. Mike Davis with the tackle.
You may stop this man 1 play, 2 plays, but eventually, if there's any seam at all, he's going through straight ahead blocking as you're taking a look at the offensive line. Bob Young, the veteran at offensive left guard, provides a hole for him, and that's all that's necessary for this man, picking up another big first down for Houston.
1,934 yards.
This is their game. This is what Houston wants to do. Get that ball to Earl Campbell. 2 play passes by Stabler.
Campbell has 26 yards. He'll add a couple more to that total as he goes to the 10. Matuzak makes the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Big John Matuzak made the hit on him, but Earl still picked up 3 yards, and he was hit near the line of scrimmage, showing you the strength of Campbell, because you're taking a look at Big John Matuzak. He's weighing in about 280 pounds.
6'8".
In shape.
Yes. 10-yard line, 2nd down.
John Matuzak's really having an outstanding year.
Campbell slipping 2 tackles, fighting his way to the 6-yard line. And he got the 4 yards on his own, taking Raider players with him. Mike Davis finally hauled him down.
Earl Campbell was nailed at the line of scrimmage once again by Matuzak. He hit him at the line of scrimmage, just showing the great strength and the agility of Earl Campbell. Most backs would have been down right there. But it was
and I think that Bob Nelson right there, 51, bounces off of it.
He didn't wrap his arms around him, but how are you going to wrap your arms around that, man? Take a look at the thigh, his legs.
It'll be 3rd down and 3. Campbell short of the first down. It'll be 4th down as Matt Miller, the rookie from Penn State.
And Buck Phillips is taking a look. He wants to know how far it is for the first down. But one thing is, you've got to get some points when you're down there. You got an Earl Campbell, and you only need a half a foot to go with it. But here he is. Watch the leg drive of Earl Campbell. He's hit right there. His legs continue to churn, although that there's 3 and 4 of the Oakland Raider defensive players there.
Change brought out to show the exact distance. You got a yard.
Mitch Castor coming into the ball game.
That's 3 tough feet to go.
3 tight ends in the ball game. Long is going for it.
Sustaining a field goal attempt in the tie right now with 1:46 left to go, first quarter. So put that in your memory book.
And I think that the ball undoubtedly will go to a man who carries the number 34. That's who I'd give it to.
Raiders have 4 down linemen now. Matuzak, Kinlaw, Joe Campbell, Dave Browning as Nelson, the linebacker, comes out.
You're going to see a massive humanity down there because Oakland is digging in. So is Houston.
Campbell, he's got it. The gamble pays off. He goes to the 1-yard line. Lester Hayes stopped him.
Well, I guess, you know, when you have an Earl Campbell, maybe it really isn't that much of a gamble, Charlie, because he is so strong, so powerful, He's built low to the ground. You're going to take a look at number 34. Wilson going in first to try to provide a hole for him, but he just bowls his way forward. Virtually, there's no way to stop him unless you hit him in the backfield. You got to get him before he gets to the line of scrimmage.
And this is the 9th play of the drive. Full out backfield. Carpenter in motion. Campbell. He touchdown. Houston has the lead. 55 yards on the drive, 9 plays.
And it's Houston's type of offense. Get that ball to Earl Campbell, run him straight ahead, let him find his own hole. The gap in there, he did at that time. The tough yardage situations. Tom Flores knew who was going to get the ball. We all knew who was going to get the football. That's one thing, but how do you stop Earl Campbell? The only way you can stop him, as I said, you must get penetration by that defensive line to get him in the backfield. Here it is. 45, Wilson is his blocking mate. He provides a hit there. Casper, 87, is fighting and scratching to help him get into the end zone.
So is Rob Carpenter with a good block.
Said there'd be a massive humanity down there. There was, but emerging from it all, number 34, Earl Campbell.
The drive covered in time, 3 minutes and 55 seconds.
Nielsen is holding.
And we have 45 seconds left to go. Injured player with a timeout on the field. And there is Earl Campbell. 13 touchdowns, all rushing during the regular season.
I can't see the number, Charlie.
I can't either.
Earl Campbell dishes out a lot of punishment, but you have to know, even though he is strong, he absorbs a lot of punishment. And the big question is, how long can he continue to do it?
Angelo Fields, the man that we have been talking about, the starting offensive left tackle replacing Leon Gray, is the injured player. Today's telecast, presented by authority of the National Football League, intended for the private use of our audience, and the rebroadcast or the use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Oakland Raiders and the National Football League is prohibited.
If they have to carry him off the field, Charlie, how are they going to do it?
That would be tough.
300 ball games, had a slip disc, had a back problem.
Tony Fritsch to attempt the point after. Gifford Nielsen to hold. 45 seconds left to go first quarter. Oilers leading for the first time. Flag is down. Oakland is offside. The extra point attempt was wide.
I believe it was Oakland, though. It looked like the man rushing from the left.
Dwayne Osteen, I believe.
Left side was jumped the gun.
Costly penalty.
What is he? I hope that Tony's not checking the wind, not from that angle.
Defensive left end.
That was the rush man. That was the man who was going to rush and try to block the kick. You don't send both of them. You can see right there, he is offside.
Number 35, Dwayne Osteen. It is collegiate ball not far from here at San Jose State.
What you try to do at that position, you try to time it, because in order to block it, the kick is going to be off in about 1.3 or 1.4 seconds. So that means it doesn't have a great deal of time to get back there and block it. So if you have to time it exactly right to go around to the outside. He was just trying to get the jump.
This one is good. So the score, the Houston Oilers 7 and the Oakland Raiders 3. Now with 45 seconds left to go, we're in the first quarter of the wild card game. And earlier today, Dallas defeated Los Angeles in the NFC wild card 34-13. So Dallas will be playing at Atlanta. Minnesota will be at Philadelphia in the NFC next weekend.
Now these two teams, if Oakland wins, they will not play San Diego.
That's right. Unless it's a championship game.
Oh, they would in a championship game, yes. You can't play next week in the semifinals anyone in your same division. And the two wild card teams from the West, Oakland, San Diego won that division. From the Central, Cleveland Browns won that division. And Houston is here as the wild card team.
They are checking the right knee of Angelo Fields. They do not know yet whether or not he can return. Ira Matthews and Keith Moody are set for the kickoff return of Tony Fritsch. NFL 80 at halftime will have an update on Dan Pastorini, who was in an automobile accident last night and from the information we received had some facial injuries. Nothing too serious. That is the word that we have now. Brian Campbell will be updating all of that. Matthews, 5-yard line. Fires to the 15. And he is upended around the 18 or 19-yard line. They'll mark at the 18-yard line. And Daryl Hunt was the man who hit him for the Houston Oilers.
And he is getting up very, very slowly, Charlie. Looked like that it could be a leg problem. With Matthews coming off, you can see right there. It could be an ankle also. But he was really turned head over heels. Take a look at what happens with return men. Sometimes you get some great gains, and sometimes you really get nailed. Look at that.
And it was number 50, Daryl Hunt, the man who tripped him up. 18-yard line, Oakland in their own territory. Oilers lead at 7-3. 37 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Plunkett to throw. Plunkett is wrapped up. First sack for the Houston Oilers is Ken Kennard and Alvin Bethea were there. Oilers did not have that many sacks, only 34 on the year, comparing to the Raiders' 54.
That time, the secondary of Houston did an excellent job. Oakland set out just 3 receivers. Actually, time-wise, ordinarily you get the ball off at least 3.5 seconds. Plunkett had plenty of time. He was looking, couldn't find anybody open. What he should have done was just unloaded that football and get rid of it and not take that loss, particularly down there as close as they are to their own goal line.
It'll be second down and 21. King gets the call, and he may get a yard, and that'll be about it, as Ken Kennard was there to grab him. And time runs out on the first quarter. And after one is complete, it is Houston 7 and Oakland 3 will be back. Oakland, California, the wild card playoff game. And Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson, and Love Ya Blue is here in Oakland.
Oh, yes, Houston, the fans love them.
And look at that for the Raiders. 0 passing yardage in the first quarter. And it is third down and 20. Plunkett going deep. Cliff Branch can't get to it. He overthrows him by 3 full steps. Reinfeldt had the cover.
He did not want to underthrow him because Reinfeldt was playing center field for Houston. He was back there. And you've got Cliff Branch, who is a class sprinter. He was at least a couple of years ago. He's been in pro ball 9 years now.
32 years of age. You got to slow up sometimes.
But I was talking to the coaches of Oakland before the ball game in the locker room, and I asked about Cliff Branch. I said, what kind of speed does he have? And Chet Franklin, who coached him in Colorado, said he is the same today that he was when he was at Colorado.
Oh, boy. Great guy to kick. Carl Roach is going to again give the Houston Oilers excellent field position. Low snap.
Got a hold of that.
Roaches takes it back at the 42. He's to the 45. He's to the 50, the 45. 37-yard line. Todd Christensen, who snapped for the Oakland Raiders in a punting situation, is the man who made the tackle. The kick covered 49 yards, 21 yards on the...
Getting back once again, Houston has been enjoying great field position, except for the first time they had the ball when they gave it up.
Earl Campbell. Campbell to the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 7 on the play. It'll be second and 3 as Ted Hendricks makes the tackle.
Here's what it looks like to the kicker when that ball is coming back. And Guy is an excellent athlete. It is a low snap, but he gathers that ball in very nicely and booms it. But unfortunately for Oakland, fortunately for Houston, Roach has made a great return. They're on the 30-yard line now.
When Houston wins, Earl Campbell usually carries the ball about 25 times. He gains about 155 yards. Well, this is his 12th carry. And he now has 49 yards rushing in the game as he goes to the 26. Rod Martin with the tackle along with Burgess Owens. Right at the first down marker.
Double tight for Houston. The reason they do that, as we said before, you got 2 great blocking tight ends. Number 87, Dave Casper, is one of them. And he is blocking on a man that's a lot smaller than number 53, Rod Martin. And when he gives away about 30 pounds, you think it's a mismatch that your tight end has the advantage on straight-ahead blocking. You also notice there, Earl Campbell slipped a little bit. I think if he hadn't slipped, they wouldn't be bringing out this change. He was getting ready to plant that foot and bowl his way forward. First down anyway.
Be sure to stay with us at halftime. Brian Gumbel hosting NFL 80. He will have a live phone hookup with Dan Pastorini, and they'll be updating that story. Dan's getting
a lot of publicity.
A lot of publicity, and he wasn't even activated, which he was a little upset about that, and I'm sure that Brian will be asking that question also. 26-yard line, and a first down. 7-3, Houston leads. Campbell right side, give him 2. So it'll be second down and 8. Just under 13 and a half minutes left to go in the first half as Matt Millen and Reggie Kinlaw make the tackle.
You could see on first down they were anticipating the run because that's what Houston has been doing, and they had the linebackers. They were in a 2-point stance, but they were up on that line of scrimmage looking for and anticipating the run, and they stopped at that time. What they've got to do, simple, you know, don't give Houston 4 yards on first down, 4 more yards on first down.
They didn't that time. It is second and 8. So let's see if Stabler throws or goes back to Campbell. He stays with Campbell. Campbell diving to the 19-yard line. He has 5. It'll be third down and 3. Reggie Kinlaw, the middle guard, makes the tackle.
They're doing some blocking up front. That offensive line, they know what they've got to do. Here you see Big John Matuzak. He's having a good year. See the strength of Big John on that. He didn't make the tackle, but he occupied 2 of the Houston offensive linemen.
Ronnie Coleman comes in, and he is in as a receiver. This is a passing formation. Coleman in motion. A little play action didn't fool anybody. And
threw it away.
When the Snake throws it away, he throws it away. You like that. There was a couple of flags dropped. But boy, this is something you've always advocated. Put it up in the stand.
Don't take a chance yet because, you know, first of all, the Snake has never been known as a scrambling type quarterback. But he's always been known as an intelligent quarterback. That was an intelligent move. They had the blitz on. They just got rid of the ball. And unfortunately, they also had a penalty.
It will be marked off against the Houston Oilers. Earl Campbell so far 14 carries, 56 yards rushing. Here's the call.
Holding. Offense number 70. Third down.
The holding on the left tackle, Conway Heyman, who has replaced Angelo Fields, who's out with a sprained knee.
And for Heyman, he really is not 100%. He's better than he was a week ago, but he isn't at 100% right now. That could be a problem for Houston.
Third down, 13. Carson. He'll get 2 yards. Rod Martin with the tackle.
They'll get Frisch in the ball game now. The Snake was hoping to break one, but he was also looking at putting that ball in good position. So Frisch has got a straight-ahead shot to kick the field goal.
Frisch has hit his last 4 straight. 19 of 24 during the regular season. Well within his range, but he has been bothered by a back problem and a leg problem the last couple of weeks. In fact, the Oilers are also carrying Chester Marco as a field goal kicker. 45-yard attempt. Does not make it from 45 yards away.
You look at Tony. He thought he had it made, but it did not go far enough. He punched that ball. It would have been if he got enough distance on it because it was right in the middle of the goalpost.
From 45 yards out, he comes up, what, maybe a foot? 2 feet short. That's about it.
You take a look at the kick there. Not much of a follow-through by Frisch, but he says it's good.
He thinks he has it, yes.
Wait a minute.
Little do you know, first time he had the football when they recovered the punt. Kenny King. 30-yard line. He has 2. It'll be second down and 8. And all of us at NBC Sports would like to extend our condolences to the family of Judy Lacey. Judy was the cornerstone of our research team for many years at Wimbledon, passing away recently, and we're all going to miss her.
Charlie, you mentioned field position. You're absolutely right. Hokies had terrible. They had the ball on Houston's 28-yard line when they recovered the fumble. Other than that, they were on their own 5, and their own 18-yard line. At least this one, they started out on the 28.
Now, second down and 8. 10 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the first half. King 34-yard line, maybe the 35. It'll be third down and around 3 as Bingham makes the tackle. The ball game is a strange feel to it. There's not a dominating factor has not appeared as of this moment.
Only on just one occasion. That's when Houston scored and they got the ball to Earl Campbell. They had good field position when they got the football, and he had a couple of good runs, and they took it in, stuffed it right down Oakland's throat, and got in to score. Other than that, nothing really.
Three wide receivers are in. Morris, Bradshaw comes wide to the near side. The Oilers at 5 in the secondary. Plunkett has pressure. He throws deep. Brad goes up. It is tipped. It is incomplete.
They got rid of the football that time. Cliff Branch did not time that very well. He jumped too soon and really didn't have a shot of coming up with the ball. But there were 2 defensive men back there, and Cliff Branch along with him. Here you take a look at number 21, Cliff Branch. Outstanding receiver, and he is a long ball threat. You can see the quickness and the swiftness of Branch. Now, he's open, but the ball is underthrown. Now, he's there, and he's going to jump. He jumps too soon right there. He's up. The ball hadn't got there yet. And you got 2 defensive men back there. You got Vernon Perry and Mike Reinfeldt.
Underthrown, you're right, but it was still 70 yards in the air. Ray Guy to kick. Carl Roaches is set for the return. Oh, a beauty! Into the end zone. 66 yards on the punt from the line of scrimmage. A flag is down. Ray Guy putting on an exhibition. The flag dropped on the far side.
You know, last week we were in New York broadcasting the Giants-Oakland game. 2 punters, Jennings and Ray Guy. And neither one of them really had a very good day for them. But Guy is the type of punter that can really get you out of a jam. He can get a shot like that when you need it. He can pop that ball 60, 70 yards. When he gets it all, as they say, he can put it away. And he got it that time. Great follow-through. See the follow-through? Young people who have aspirations of being kickers should watch this man.
Number 28 on the receiving team.
Holding call on Jack Tatum. So the ball goes back to the 10-yard line where Houston has possession. 66 yards on the punt by Ray Guy. Today, then Houston will be at San Diego and Buffalo and Cleveland next weekend. If Oakland wins, then next weekend Oakland will be at Cleveland, Buffalo at San Diego. Houston is the lead, 7-3. Staber has completed 3 of 5 for 44 yards, and Earl Campbell slips as he makes his cut. He will lose a yard. It will be 2nd and 11. Hendricks was there to cover him as we pause briefly for station identification. This is the NBC television network.
This is KCRA-TV, Channel 3, Sacramento.
5 seconds left to go in the first half. Houston leading Oakland 7-3 in the wild card game. Earl Campbell now has gained 55 yards. Billy Johnson is in as a wide receiver. Campbell goes to the 15-yard line, so he adds 6 more to his total. And it'll be 3rd down and 5 as Reggie Kinlaw makes the tackle. Bob Nelson was also there.
You know, Kenny Staber should have an advantage playing here that generally players or quarterbacks coming in do not have because he played here for so many years. There are certain parts of that field that are wet. In the case, the first down play that you saw where Campbell slipped, he was going to his right and he had to cut by planting his right foot. The second time down that area, he ran it just straight ahead. That's what you have to do. If it's slippery down there, just go straight ahead.
Campbell, the remaining back, is stopped. It'll be 4th down. And now the Oakland Raiders can come up with excellent field position. Ted Hendricks makes the tackle. So Cliff Marsley will be kicking. Keith Moody is set for the return. You had a report on Ira Matthews?
Yeah, his knee is a problem. They don't know whether he'll be able to return in this ball game or not. But he did have some problems with the knee when he went head over heels on that last return. Now, there are 2 knee problems, one for each side. Angelo Fields, number 77, the offensive tackle for Houston, he has a knee problem also.
Wind, not a factor here. A flag is down. Moody takes it on the run at the 50. He is close to the 40-yard line. DeMarcus it to 41, but don't forget a flag was dropped. Darrell Hunt was there for the Oilers, a 34-yard kick and a 10-yard return. Illegal motion, it will be against the Oilers. They'll refuse it. So the Raiders will have excellent field position with 7:44 left to go. We're in the second quarter.
Illegal motion, offense, number 51, refused. First down.
Ted Thompson.
Ted Thompson, he is in there as a blocker on a punting team. We've got a timeout, and Houston has the lead, but Oakland has great field position. We'll be back with you on your ball club in 1969 when you were in the Wildcard.
He was on this field when we beat the Oakland Raiders to advance to the Super Bowl.
King leaning across the 40. Just give him a yard on the play. It'll be second down and 9. Ted Washington was there.
Ted Washington does an outstanding job against the running game. A lot of times they get him out in passing situations, but they're stringing this play out. Number 32, Vernon Perry, the strong safety, got good penetration, so he looks like he's healthy, Charlie. He's playing very well. You know, looking at the situation here for Oakland, they've only passed the ball once on first down, and that particular time Plunkett was sacked for an 11-yard loss. But first down situations, they haven't been establishing anything.
Plunkett has completed only 1 of 5 passes for 10 yards since 4 in the pass. As time he goes deep, Kenny King, he's there. He's got it. He's out of bounds. 2-yard line. Listen to the crowd.
Shows the quickness of that running back Kenny King, because he was going from the backfield, and that was a long pass. He was going against Robert Brazil, number 52, who has excellent speed. He turns around and he has him beaten, makes the catch, and both feet inbound. For the Oakland Raiders now, hey, you talk about field position, this is the field position you love to have, right at the goal line.
Jensen and Van Eek are the 2 running backs. This is Jensen trying the right side. He is stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe just inside the 2. It'll be second down and goal to go. Darrell Hunt and J.C. Wilson make the tackle. During the regular season, Kenny King's longest reception was 18 yards, and that one was 37 yards.
You give the offensive line credit, because Plunkett had an opportunity to stand back there and wait for that running back to come out of the backfield and run all the way downfield. In order to throw it that long at that situation, the offensive line has to do the job.
Van Egan is stopped as Mark is pushed back. He may get to the 1, but boy, this is just a foot at a time. Greg Bingham, the leading tackler, was the man that was there for the Oilers, and he had a lot of help.
Well, he's the man back there that's reading the play. No one generally can get to him to block him. He's filling the hole now. He's making sure that the back does not get into the end zone. But in a goal line situation like this, the linebackers, generally you can't get an offensive lineman out of the line of scrimmage, because everybody is so tight in there. So he is roaming free right behind the line of scrimmage.
Christensen had only 1 touchdown during the regular season, and that's when he recovered a fumble.
Let me tell you something, Charlie. That was an excellent throw, because when you roll to one side at the goal line and throw back to the other side, if it is underthrown and somebody picks that ball off, you're looking at 6 points the other way. That time it was an excellent throw. Number 27, Greg Stemrick, was on that side. It was a great catch by number 46, Todd Christensen. He's rolling to one side and coming back, throwing across the field. It's an excellent throw. 27, Stemrick was there. The catch was made by Christensen. It's 6 points for Oakland.
And that is Christensen's first reception of the year. Extra point is good. The Oakland Raiders are back in front. They lead by 3. A 41-yard drive in 5 plays. It consumed 2 minutes and 9 seconds. We'll be back with the kickoff. And this young man, Christensen just gave him the football. His name is Clay. He's an outstanding football player and lost a leg in an industrial accident. Boy, what a moment for him. Far kicking off. Fielded at the 5-yard line. Roach is spinning his way to the 25. Should pick up 20 yards on the return. 20 yards. Derek Jensen makes the tackle. And the Houston offense will go to work trailing for the second time in the game.
Now you're taking a look at Tom Flores, the head coach. 5 plays, 41 yards, 2 minutes, 9 seconds on that scoring drive. But you mentioned pregame show that Oakland is a big play team, and the big play on that one, of course, was the touchdown, but was the pass to Kenny King.
Morris Bradshaw is the Oakland Raider who is injured, and we have an injury timeout.
He's an outstanding special teams man for Oakland.
Comes in as a third wide receiver. Clock is stopped now with 5:26. Jim Plunkett.
You know, they've talked about Plunkett. You know, what's wrong with Plunkett? And he didn't do so well in the middle of the season. He's been the starting quarterback in 11 games. They have won 9. A lot of teams would like to say, give us a quarterback like that.
As soon as possible to report on Aaron Matthews' knee injury. He will not return. They let go, and he is wrapped up. Lester Hayes got him second sack of the ball game for the Oakland Raiders. And Hayes got both sacks. Now you've got a defensive cornerback blitzing.
Well, he has responsibility. If a back came out his way, he wouldn't be able to do that, but the back went the other way, so he had no responsibility on the coverage. So he just takes off after Stabler, gets him around the neck, and brings him down. A big play once again for Oakland. I'm sure that they haven't shown this. This is something new because Stabler had no idea or no inkling whatsoever that this man, a cornerback, was going to be blitzing.
Loss of 10 at 2nd and 20. 5 in the secondary. Stabler drills it, passes complete to Casper. And Casper moves to the 26-yard line. They get 10 of it back. Otis McKinney and Ted Hendricks make the tackle.
Dave Casper has been doing this for a lot of years. Here he is. He's finding, look at that. He's looking for the open area. Looking for the open area. The back is coming the other way. Stabler is reading.
The report on Morris Bradshaw is a bruised elbow. He can return. 3rd down and 10. Stabler under pressure, throwing. It's there. It's incomplete. Casper stopped. The defender had slipped. He misjudged it.
He definitely misjudged that because all he had to do was run under that ball. No one was anywhere near Casper. It would have been an easy reception for this man. Number 87. Casper's coming in. Take a look at the footing there. It doesn't look very good. Right there. Davis slips and falls. Wide open. He hesitated right there. If he'd have kept on moving, Charlie would have come up with the football. But the field is a factor in this ball game. I've seen some slipping out there already in this first half. That was a big slip by Davis.
Largely to kick. Moody is set for the return. He gets a good one off. Moody at the 30-yard line. Hit at the 35. He comes down at the 36.
Boobie Clark, number 42, does a great job on the special teams with the first man down there to hit him.
And that punt covered 44 yards. Don't forget halftime. NFL 80, Brian Gumbel with all the highlights not only of this game, but he'll also explain what happened as Dallas defeated Los Angeles in the NFC wildcard game 34-13. And he will have a live telephone hookup with Dan Pastorini, who was in an automobile accident last night.
Look at all this. See Lester Hayes, all that stickum on his hand. Oh, that's a nightmare. The quarterback's trying to handle the football.
Plunkett to throw. And he bounces this one incomplete. Whittington, the intended receiver, coming out of the backfield. Bingham had picked him up. So move it back to the Oakland 36-yard line.
Picked him up after he threw him down. But that was good coverage by Bingham, and I think Plunkett was just throwing that ball in the ground to get rid of it.
It'll be 2nd down and 10.
You can see that this field is many things, and you can see the top of the screen or the middle top of your screen is the sun area over there. So if you're throwing the ball in that area, it's a problem with the sun and locating the football.
Defensively, Stensrud is in, and Hollywood Henderson is in. Second down and 10. 4 on the pattern, out of the backfield, pass is complete. Good open field move by Whittington. First down. He picks up around 20 yards, make it 19 officially.
He put an excellent move on the cornerback, number 33, Wilson, and then Raymond Chester was downfield, and he provided another good block. Here it is. It's a delayed pattern to the back coming out of the backfield. You're going to see a good move on the cornerback right here, right there on Wilson. He slips and falls, and there right there, number 88 is Raymond Chester, made a good block, enabling him to pick up about another 10 yards.
And then Vernon Perry took him out of bounds at the Houston 44-yard line. 3:48 time remaining first half. Oakland with the football and a 3-point lead, 10-7. Plunkett to throw. He goes up top all alone if he can get to it. No! Bob Chandler came down with the ball out of bounds, and he was all alone. There was not an order within 15 yards.
I was asking just a second ago, what about Bob Chandler? They hadn't thrown him the football. He is another big play man. Plunkett going back in the pocket, has good protection, gets the ball up, makes an excellent catch on the football, but the ball was thrown too close to the sideline. When the man is that wide open, you don't throw it anywhere near the sidelines. Bring it back, even if it's short, to the inside. He can come back and make the catch. He tries valiantly to keep both feet in. You can see that Jim Plunkett does not like that. He'd like to have it back. You don't get that many opportunities in a ball game when you have a man wide open down the field like that.
Plunkett has completed 4 of 10 for 68 yards and a touchdown. He'll go to the air here. Pass is complete, tight end Chester. He takes it at about the 42-yard line. Tatum hits him immediately. It'll be a gain of a couple. And it'll be 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, Tatum is well aware of Raymond Chester. He played with him for a few years and how he runs pass patterns, and he was all over it.
Houston now with 5 men in the secondary. For the Raiders, 3rd down and 8. 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Time remaining. We're in the first half of the AFC Wildcard game. It is Oakland out in front, 10-7.
Oh, they moved. Oakland move. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Looked like the left side.
As you know, from tackle to tackle, once you go offensively from that 3 or 4 point stance, you cannot move to the ball snap.
Ball start. Offense. Number 63.
On Gene Upshaw. Team's been around too long to know
Upshaw. I
that.
can't believe that. 14 years. He has never missed a starting assignment ever since he put a Raider uniform on. What a great individual he is. Great player he has been. You think he's padded up enough? Look at that.
It'll be 3rd down and 13. The penalty taking the ball back to the 47-yard line. Houston territory. Chandler comes wide to the near side. Branches wide to the far side. Flag is down. Going deep.
Looky here.
Raymond Chester. 2-yard line, but there was a marker back at the 49. 45 yards on the play, but they'll bring it back.
You're talking about the big play team of the Oakland Raiders. Once again, they displayed it. Unfortunately, it's against them, I believe.
Illegal procedure, the call against the Oakland Raiders.
That really hurts. Taking a look back here, Plunkett going back to pass. He has time. A good move by Raymond Chester, and he is wide open on a corner move. The corner meaning you're running toward the corner of the end zone.
Offense, number 78. Backing out before the snap.
Here it is, 88. Raymond Chester. 33 is J.C. Wilson, the cornerback, and 28 is Jack Tatum. Either one close enough to the big tight end, but they've brought the ball back anyway. Number 78, Art Shell. Trying to hunch a little bit. Charlie trying to get back there.
Now it's 3rd down and 18 at the Oakland 48-yard line.
great interception by a man that was very questionable as whether he was even going to be able to play in this football game or not. Two things that I saw on that particular play. One is that Chester has great speed, and Plunkett really still has that great arm, because he threw this ball at least 65 yards in the air. But a great interception right there. 32, strong safety, Vernon Perry.
And that is his 5th playoff interception. He had 5 also during the regular season. He's playing with a bruised thigh. We're not even sure if he would start, but start he did. And he has certainly played well. Did he start or Tatum? Tatum started and he came right in immediately. They didn't fool around. Now from the 20-yard line. Carpenter picks up 4 to the Houston 24. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Mike Davis with the tackle.
Here's the snake, Kenny Stabler, and this is with draw play to 26. That's Carpenter. He's looking for a hole. As you can see that he's looking for a place to go. There isn't any place to go.
2nd and 6, and Carpenter is the remaining back. Earl Campbell is not in the ballgame offensively. They were lots of time, and then he will be sacked 3rd for the Oakland Raiders. And Dave Browning got it.
He pumped twice. He was looking for his tight end. Dave Casper was running a crossing pattern going from the left side all the way over to the right. But that just took too long to establish that pattern. And you take it, that was about 5 seconds, Charlie. And if you have 5 seconds to throw, if you can't get it off in 5 seconds, somebody is well covered. You can see he's looking for Casper. Pump twice. Now he goes down to Dave Browning, number 73.
2-minute warning will now be given to both benches. We've got a timeout, and we'll be back. Oakland leads by 3. Sideline will be 3rd down and 14. We mentioned it is called the 2-minute warning, and it's not just a 2-minute timeout. The reason being a 2-minute warning is both teams are warned of rule changes in the last 2 minutes of each half. The one that you notice more than anything else is on a kickoff, the clock does not start until the ball has been touched in the field of play. The quick pitch is to Carpenter. He leads forward to maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 13, and the Raiders stop the clock as Dave Browning and Rod Martin make the tackle.
You know, this is a tough play on the turf down there that's very slippery. Browning came up with the bait. He's trying to pitch out, trying to get outside everybody. There was a blitz on the inside. Right there, you can see him slipping. That's all it takes. A little hesitation like that and gives the defensive men an opportunity to catch up and make the stop.
Raiders stopping the clock now with 1:55 left to go in the half. The Parsley will be kicking to Keith Moody, and Oakland again could have good field position.
And they're a big play team. They come up with a couple of big plays so far. The one big one that I can recall is the pass to Kenny King, setting up the touchdown for the Oakland Raiders. What they must not do right now, the Oakland Raiders must not commit any errors down here in the form of penalties.
We have a report on Mike Davis. He has bruised ribs. He is being x-rayed. Boy, this is a tough, bruising football game.
I was talking to the coaching staff before the ball game, and I said, is this going to be like I think? It's going to be a very physical game? And they said, you had better believe it.
Pressure is on.
Yeah.
Moody takes it at the 38-yard line. He's to the 40, 45. 50 fumbles, flags are down, and Euler came up with a football but out of bounds. We do not know if he had possession inbounds or not. There were 2 flags. It was Adger Armstrong who had it. That kick covered 45 yards. There was 16 yards on the return. We'll sort out the fumble. We'll sort out the penalty flag.
I think you can take a look at Bum Phillips and see that it's not going in favor of Houston. He wants an explanation. He's saying he thought it should be Houston's football, if I'm reading lips correctly.
The penalty flags going against Oakland, but they retain possession. Now with Armstrong on a fumble recovery, he has to have possession in the field of play.
I don't think that he did, Charlie. I think that he was...
Personal foul, clipping on the run back, number 57, 1st down.
Clipping on Randy McClanahan. That is the second foul that he has been called on.
You can see the ball is jarred loose. Now you have to have possession of the football inbounds before going out. He gets a hold of the ball. Does he have it? No, I don't believe so. No, he did not have possession of the football. It's a good call.
Possession defined as having possession of the football to do any act common to the game. Lucky to throw is completed 5 of 12 for 70 yards. Incomplete. At the 49-yard line, Chandler went up for it, and Reinfeldt timed the hit perfectly.
Chandler, it was a good play by Mike Reinfeldt because Chandler had that football, and Reinfeldt jarred it loose. As you're going to see right here, the ball is there. Great hands by Bob Chandler. He's concentrating on that ball, but there's nothing that he can do about it when you get a shot like that.
So Oakland has the ball at their own 32 as you watch again the hit of Reinfeldt. It'll be second down and 10. 1:35. Time remaining first half. Reinfeldt from the University of Wisconsin at Milwaukee on their campus, the first and only NFL player from that college. And he will always be the first and only player because they've dropped football. We've got a timeout. Now here's what happens. If Houston wins, then next weekend on Saturday in NBC, Houston will be at San Diego. On Sunday, Buffalo will be at Cleveland. If Oakland wins, then on Saturday, Buffalo will be at San Diego, and Oakland will be at Cleveland on Sunday.
As far as Buffalo, Cleveland, and San Diego are concerned, they don't care who they play.
This is what you were talking about in the opening. When you get to this stage, you do not care who you play or where you play. The important thing is that you
all
play.
5 teams have identical records, 11-5. Now, I believe the team that is going to go all the way and win it is a team that really believes that they're the best team. Now, that's just not talking about, because now they've got to go out and prove that they are the best team. This is a new season. And it happens to be sudden death season.
It continues if you win, and it's a very short season if you lose. It is Oakland 10 and Houston 7. Oakland scoring first on a 47-yard field goal by Chris Barr. That was set up Mike Davis, a fumble recovery. Earl Campbell scored from a yard out for Houston. Plunkett to Todd Christensen, a 1-yard pass, a 41-yard drive. That has been the score. Whitting to the ball carrier. Bingham makes the tackle.
Oakland is being conservative right now. They had that draw play called, which is a conservative play, hoping that Houston would think they're going to pass and really rush the passer.
And now Houston calls for a timeout.
That's 2 in a row that Houston has called, putting them in a 3rd down situation. I know what Houston would like them to do. They would like to have Oakland throw the ball and have it incomplete to stop the clock.
1 minute and 18 seconds left in the first half. It will be 3rd down and 10 at the 32.
That should be Houston's at least second timeout in this first half. They have 1 more remaining.
And I believe that Oakland has 1 remaining. Is that correct? We'll double check that. I notice about Plunkett, he seems to set up deeper than other quarterbacks. Within the 7-8 yard range, most of the time. Oh, the Raiders have 2 left. Okay. Most of the time, he will set up 10 to 12 yards when he's going deep.
Well, you get better vision if you're quick enough to get back there. For Kenny Stabler, because of the knee problems, I mean, he is not as quick as other quarterbacks. I mean, that's just a fact. And he's not able to get back there and get set as deeply as some of the other quarterbacks. The guy that brings to my mind many years ago, Joe Namath, used to set up, you know, most of it, we used to be 7 yards with the set. Namath starts setting up 10 and 11 yards. He had that quickness to get back there. And the whole thing of throwing the football is being able to see what's going on in front of you, that your vision is not impaired.
3rd down and 10. Branch diving for it. It is incomplete, stopping the clock with 1:13.
That time the blitz was on Bingham. The linebacker was blitzing, and Plunkett had to get rid of that ball a little sooner than he wanted to. And they got their wish. They threw the football. It was incomplete, and it stops the clock with 1:13 remaining. And Houston's going to have another opportunity to score before the half is over.
Ray Guy, though, will be kicking. And he has been sailing the ball today. Carl Roaches is set for the return.
What a difference a week makes on synthetic turf in New York. He had a terrible day for Ray Guy.
Also, it's a very cold day, which makes a difference, too. Temperature here, mid-50s. Wind is not a factor. Just a little bit of a breeze. Oh, it's another beauty.
It looks like he tried to punish that football. You better pick it up and run with it.
One bounce at the 12, to the 20, 25-yard line. That kick covered 56 yards with a 13-yard return. Mario Solano with the tackle. And now Houston has the ball. Clock is stopped in the change of possession. They have 1 minute and 1 second left in the second quarter.
You were mentioning something, I don't know whether a lot of people realize or not, but when it's on a cold day, the ball is harder and it doesn't have the spring that it does on a warmer day like this. And it's a good reason why, one of the reasons why Guy is pumping that ball out there a lot further today than he did a week ago.
Rob Carpenter is the remaining back. Mike Renfro and Billy Johnson are in as wide receivers. The two tight ends, of course, are in. Stabler throws, pass is complete. It'll be a first down. Rod Martin makes the tackle on Mike Renfro. It covered 12 yards. And the Oilers are very quickly moving upfield. 37-yard line, first down. 40 seconds and counting. This one is dropped off to Carpenter, and he simply drops the ball.
No, I don't think he wanted it. See, right here, it's too soon to call a timeout because they only have one timeout remaining in the first half. Here we're taking a look at the blocking of Casper. He's slowing his man down, then going out. And he's looking around, just trying to find somebody to block because it was going to be a screen pass to the back.
Second down and 10, 37-yard line. Don't forget, a live phone hookup with Dan Pastorini. He'll be talking to Brian Gumbel at halftime, so be sure to stay with us. Pass is complete out of the backfield is Carpenter. Carpenter to the 50, to the Oakland 49-yard line. There was a flag drop. That stops the clock. Play covering 14 yards.
They called timeout.
Oh, they called timeout. I'm sorry.
Because they had you 27 seconds remaining, because by the time, if they'd called another play to get up at the line of scrimmage, at least 10 to 12 seconds would have elapsed. And that's too much time to waste right now because they're on the 50-yard line. They can throw a pass and get it out of bounds, Charlie, and to edge down there toward the area where Tony Frisch can come into the field goal range area that he is capable of kicking.
Rod Martin and Ted Hendricks making the last tackle. His range that we have seen today is about 45 yards. That means you'd have to kick it from the 35. They have to get to the 28.
You're looking at the clock, 27 seconds. And teams will work on this to get on the field, get lined up for a field goal. You need at least 15 seconds. At least 15 seconds to get out there and get that done. So bear that in mind. They have about, about 12 seconds that they can use before they have to kick the field goal. Now, 12 seconds, that could be getting a sideline pattern, getting out of bounds, or anything. But if the ball is in play and the clock is running and there's 15 seconds remaining, they had better be on their way to line up for a field goal.
You're looking at Tony Frisch. Now, also remember that number 5, Chester Marco, is a kicker for the Houston Oilers. 51, Ted Thompson is a possibility, depending upon the distance. Stabler's pass is complete. It'll be a first down at the 38-yard line.
You got to line up.
Billy Johnson covering 11 yards. 14 seconds. Flag is down on the play. Raiders may have been offside, or there may have been a false start.
Whatever it is,
your pick.
Stops the clock. That's what Stabler wanted. I don't know whose fault it was, but it did stop the clock.
Offsides against the Oakland Raiders. So from the line of scrimmage, the 38, that will take the ball to the 33. We've got 11 seconds now. You got to throw a sideline pass, step out of bounds, and go for the field goal.
You cannot.
Side defense in the middle of the line. First down.
You cannot complete a pass inbounds and get a playoff, period, with 11 seconds to go. If he's going to throw the football, it has to be into the end zone, hoping for a touchdown, or throwing the ball where the man can catch it and get out of bounds.
And right now, field goal range is 50 yards away. Flags are down. Oakland was in the neutral zone. Pass far side and out of bounds. Has it. Mike Renfro catches it at the 15-yard line, where he goes out with 6 seconds left to go, and there were flags down. Monty Jackson had the coverage on Renfro.
I know that Oakland moved on the play. Yes.
They were in the neutral zone.
Take a look at this throw. This is an outstanding catch by Renfro, and also the ability to get your feet inbounds. He does that, I believe, as well as any receiver in the National Football League.
Offside defense, number 90, refused. First.
Call on Willie Jones refused. The line of scrimmage, the 15. That is the first reception of the ball game for Renfro. And here's the field goal attempt from the 22. It'll cover 32 yards. Fritz going for the tie at halftime. 6 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Flags are down.
I thought I saw Houston move.
And the official signal the kick was no good.
A false start, number 70 offense.
The 2 officials under the goalpost said no, he did not hit it. We have 2 seconds on the clock. That was a first down. He will have another chance, though. Tony has missed from 45 yards away short, and he missed this one. But it is erased by the penalty, so he has another chance.
This is well within his range. 2 of them he's missed so far in his first half.
It will be first down and 15 if they accept the penalty, or second down and 10. Ted Henry's coming over to talk to the official. The flag is dropped for some of the discussion that is going on. And then it's picked up. From the 27. An attempt of 37 yards and the tie. At halftime. Scramble for the football. I believe it was Lester Hayes that came up with it, or Willie Jones? Lester Hayes came up with it. Willie Jones is the man who blocked it. And time runs out.
And so did Temple. They're very short right now on that field. I'm looking for a real explosive second half. Tony Fritz coming in to kick the ball. He just punches it. It's a low kick. He didn't really get it up in the air. 37, Lester Hayes comes up with it. And at half of the score, you'd say Houston is ahead because they're ahead in practically every category. First downs, total yardage, passing, time of possession. But right now, Oakland enjoys a 3-point lead.
And Tony Fritz will kick off for the Oilers. Christensen and Moody are deep, and Keith Moody is on the return to the 20 to 25. Hit at the 38, comes down at the 42, and it was Tim Smith who made the tackle.
Big hole there on that occasion, and excellent field position for the Oakland Raiders coming into the second half.
That Oakland offense with Jim Plunkett at quarterback. Kenny King and Mark Van Eegen, the running backs. Cliff Branch and Bob Chandler, the wide receivers. Raymond Chester, the tight end. That offensive line, Art Shell, Gene Upshaw, Dave Dalby, Mickey Marvin, and Henry Lawrence. 42-yard line, first down, Oakland, their own territory. Mark Van Eegen gets the call. He goes to the 46. Gain of 4. It'll be second down and 6. Robert Brazil makes the tackle. Defensively for Houston, they open with Mike Stinsrud, Ken Kennard, and Elvin Bethea as the starting front three. Ted Washington, Darrell Hunt, Greg Bingham, and Robert Brazil are the linebackers. J.C. Wilson, Vernon Berry, Mike Reinfeld, and Greg Stimrick in the secondary. Second down and 6. Kenny King. Gain of 3 to the 49. It will be third down and 3, a very conservative opening.
Well, I think that they want to establish the running game to keep their defense off the field, because I know what's going to happen when Houston gets that football. They're going to put Mr. Earl Campbell to work. But if they can move that ball and get some more points right now, particularly in the first drive. This is at halftime. They come in, you come out at second half. They're all pumped up. They're fired up. The adrenaline is going. And if for Oakland, if they can take some of the starch out of Houston right now, it'll be to their advantage.
Well, bobble on the exchange from the center. Kenny King gets the call. He does not pick up any yardage. It will be fourth down. And Oakland will be kicking.
On that last play, Bingham, number 54, the linebacker, really put a shot on him, but he wasn't able to wrap him. Here it is, 54, the leading tackler for Houston. Avoids all the blocking, makes the hit, but does not make the stop. But fortunately, when you talk about gang tackling, there are 3 other men around there. Number 50, Darrell Hunt, his man really put the stopper on King.
Ray Guy has been averaging 52.4 yards.
He has been booming.
He is giving a punting exhibition. He does it again and goes to the far side. Then it takes a kick-back bounce and will be down inside the 10.
He kicked that ball end over end, and it still traveled about 50 yards in the air. And for Houston, unfortunately, it hit that turf down there, and that's the difference between the regular turf and synthetic turf. Synthetic turf, generally when the ball hits, it's going to bounce forward. Here it dug into that turf down there, came up a big break for the Oakland Raiders, because they've got him backed up now about the 9-yard line. I expect to put Earl Campbell to work now.
He is there. Earl Campbell, Tim Wilson, the running back, Stabler, the quarterback. Now remember, it'll be most of the second quarter that Campbell was not in that offensive set, so he is well rested. He has 5 quick yards to the 14. It'll be second down 5. John Matuzak and Ted Hendricks with the tackle.
On first down, you take a look at the linebacking core. They're up there tight. You can see 55 is Matt Millen up there. They're looking for the run on first down. They know they've got to stop it. Even though they're in the linebacking position, they're playing run first. They're bunching up there, hoping to stop Earl Campbell on first down to put Stabler in a passing situation on second down.
That was the 18th carry for Campbell. He has 67 yards. This is 19th carry. And he has 1 more yard, and that is it. He runs into a mountain at the 15. Bob Nelson was there.
And they stuffed him on that play. You're taking a look at the left side of that offensive line. Conway Heyman, who is in there replacing Angelo Fields, number 77, the big man. We did not expect to see Angelo Fields back in the ball game this afternoon.
Angelo Fields out with a sprained knee in the first half. He will not return. Wilson and Campbell come out. Carpenter and Johnson come into the offense. Third down and 4. This is a passing offense. Lots of pressure. Knocked away. Barber, the intended receiver. Otis McKinney, the 5th man in the secondary, went up over the top and knocked it down.
And that time Barber should have really raced back toward the football, because he gave McKinney an opportunity to knock it away. The ball was up a little high, and the reason for that is because there was a lot of pressure being put on Kenny Stabler, and he's falling back. He had to get rid of the ball. As you can see, Willie Jones, number 90, coming in there, putting the hit on. But right there, up over top, getting a hand on the ball, knocking away from Mike Barber.
So Cliff Parsley will be kicking. Keith Moody at the open 40-yard line. Raiders will have good field position. Takes it at the 46 to the 50. A flag went down at the 48-yard line. The punt covered 39 yards, the return 7. But this will go against the Oakland Raiders. So their field position will be wiped out by the penalty flag.
Number 35 is Dwayne Osteen, is pleading his case out there. And Hollywood Henderson is out there also. Might have been on him. thing you can't do. You're going to get an excellent field position. If you don't return it any yards, you're going to be... One thing you do not want to do is have a penalty for clipping. If there's any doubt, don't throw the block. Now look where the ball is now. It's back there on what, 33 yards.
Personal foul, clipping on the run back, number 35.
You're right on
First
Dwayne
down.
Osteen, number 35. We've got a timeout, and we have 11:29 left to go. We're in the third quarter, the wild card game, and Oakland with the football. They lead for station identification. This is the NBC television network.
This is KCRA-TV, Channel 3, Sacramento.
This is Jones and Lynn Dawson. We have 11:29 left to go. We are in the third quarter of the wild card game, and Oakland leads 10-7. Plunkett has completed 5 of 14 for 70 yards. One touchdown, he's had an interception. He goes to the air. Slides as he sets up, drills this one, almost intercepted. Greg Bingham had a great defensive play. He was going to Cliff Branch. Had a hand on it, just couldn't pull it in. Trickled off of it.
I'll tell you, Plunkett did not see Bingham on that play. He saw Branch wide open, number 21. Cliff Branch is going down. He's going to turn back to the inside on a turn pattern or a curl pattern, back to the inside, looking for the open area. And he thought he had it. He was getting ready to catch it. It was low. And Bingham came in and made an excellent play right there. Almost came up with the interception. You would think, you know, here's the linebackers, their hands are all battered up because of the tackling.
The second sack for the Houston Oilers, and a flag is down.
Elvin Buffet shot in there, didn't he?
Did he get a running start?
I don't know.
But they had 2 sacks during the regular season. It is against the Oakland Raiders.
Well, they're holding. They didn't do a very good job of holding because they were on Plunkett. He didn't have a chance whatsoever to get rid of that football.
It'll be refused.
Holding, offense, number 78, refused. Third down.
Holding on Art Shell. Back at the 24.
Here it is. Plunkett going back. He's looking. He knows that he has protection to the other side over there, so he's not looking over there. And it's just a great move on Elvin Buffet beating Shell.
Third down and 19.
Additional back in for Houston. Hardwick is in the ball game.
It's in the air. Incomplete. Chester, the intended receiver.
That was Wilson that had the last shot. J.C. Wilson, the cornerback, had the last shot at that ball.
Boy, the ball was in the air for a long time, too.
Ooh, it was up way up in the air, too. He really fired this ball because you're going to take a look. That he steps and really unloads that ball. It bounces way up in the air. I don't know whether it was Bingham's head or who, but no one knew where the ball was.
Ray Guy will now kick. Carl Roach is set for the return. Not that good a kick, forgot. But he gets the roll. 26-yard line. Slipping 2 tackles. Flag goes down. There may be a face mask off.
Well, I know his head jerked back in a hurry.
Derek Ramsey was there. The punt covered 50 yards, and the way Guy has been kicking, it's not that good a kick. The return 7.
Horst Bradshaw, number 81. Remember, he left the ball game in the first half because of a shoulder problem or an elbow problem, but that's right here, the grab around the face mask.
It is either 5 yards or 15. Normally it's 5, it's 15 if you grab it, jerk it, and turn the head. And it's a judgment call. Ray Guy now has punted 7 times in the game, averaging 50.6. Here's the call on the play.
On the run back, a face mask by the kicking team on the tackle, first down.
So Houston goes to work on their own 37-yard line, but before they do, we'll take a timeout. 10 minutes and 57 seconds left to go. Quarter number 3. We'll be back in a... They've defensed Campbell very well. Now, what is Houston going to do?
They're going to have to establish Earl Campbell. They're going to have to do that, whether they do it by running him or perhaps the snake coming up on first down and putting the ball in the air to loosen up those linebackers, because the linebackers are really uptight to that line of scrimmage, looking for the run all the way.
Houston, their own 37-yard line, play action on first down. Has pressure, slips the pressure. In the coverage, it's caught, 24-yard line. coverage on Mike Renfro. 39 yards. That is Renfro's second reception of the ball game. Remember the first one? Sideline pass into the first half.
He was not looking for Renfro. He was looking the other way. Plenty of time. Good pass protection by that line. He avoids a move right here. A lot of other quarterbacks were taken off and run because there was nobody in front of him. But he drilled that ball, and Renfro came up with a big catch, something that they have needed. Now they're in excellent field position, and they can put Earl Campbell to work. Here it is, Renfro, 82, wide receiver. Good coverage by Lester Hayes. He threw the ball away from Lester Hayes.
Earl Campbell batters his way to the 18-yard line. He has 6 yards when anybody else would have had 3.
Battered is right, because that is sheer strength of Earl Campbell banging up in the middle of that line.
Matuzak and Martin Stockton.
Conway Heyman blocking on Browning, number 83. He gets his body in front of Browning, away from the ball carry, and that's a good block. He didn't have much leg drive, though, and it's probably because of the back injuries that he's had.
2nd and 4. Campbell, first down. Earl going to the 13-yard line. He picks up 5 yards and the first down.
And they're going to that left side. They've got Conway Heyman, number 70, over there, that's playing in place of Fields, who is out, will not see any action because of a knee injury in the first half. Number 34, Earl Campbell, straight ahead blocking, just looking for a standoff block up there, and he had a good block by Bob Young, 63, the offensive guard. Earl Campbell doesn't need a whole lot of room. You give him a little bit, he's going to make some good yardage.
Millen and Nelson on the deck. It's a first down at the 13-yard line of Oakland. Campbell will get a yard to the 12. It'll be 2nd down 9. Reggie Kinlaw and Dave Browning stop him after 1.
They were taking a look at Conway Heyman once again. They're looking, it's a draw play. He's hoping to entice that defensive end Browning to go to the outside, but he made a good play. He was not going to go that way, and he tried to leg whip at the last moment, but it wasn't to no avail. They made the tackle, only picked up a couple of yards.
Earl Campbell very slow getting up, but Earl is always very slow getting up.
Yeah, Bump says he's slow going down, too.
Intercepted in the end zone. And out to the 1-yard line. The man in the secondary for the Oakland Raiders is Lester Hayes. Listen to the crowd.
Here it is. Stabler going back to pass. He fires this ball and it ricochets. When it ricochets down there, generally there's a defensive man to make a play, and it does. Lester Hayes, 37, the man that's been making the interceptions all year, comes up with a big play, stops a scoring drive by Houston. We'll be back in a moment.
When you're searching around for investment ideas, it's easy to lose your bearings. What appears to be a profitable trend can be here today and gone tomorrow. But even when there seems to be no place to turn, Merrill Lynch has an uncanny ability for matching your goals with fertile investment advice that makes us what we are. Merrill Lynch, a breed apart.
Ring in the holidays. Ring out the year. Sparkling with Andre. Love and good cheer. Take Andre home for the holidays. Andre for the holidays.
What's a celebration without Andre champagne to lend sparkle and elegance to your good times? Greet the season and your friends with the best. Andre.
For the holidays and all year long.
The leading interceptor in the National Football League this year. Is he ever happy? Lester Hayes. All right. Oakland now at their own 1-yard line. They go with 2 tight ends. Mark Van Egan. 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6. You look at Lester Hayes, you were talking about during the commercial, he has more stickum on his hand and his elbow pads I don't think you can pry a football away from him.
Boy, he has a lot on. And Oakland is famous for that. I remember Fred Biletnikoff used to hate it because they'd have all that glue on their hands, and it makes it tough in gripping and throwing the football for the quarterback.
Lester just missing tying the record during the regular season. Flags are down. Plunkett is down. Ken Kennard may have gotten an early start, or may have been drawn off. Let's see.
He definitely got an early start. Now, I don't know whether anybody drew him off sides or not, but he didn't go half speed when he did it. He was going full speed.
71, defense, encroachment.
That will take the ball out to the 10.
And that is a big, big play.
He's 2nd and 1 rather than 2nd and 6.
You betcha. That makes a big difference. Now they've got 2 downs to pick up that first down.
2nd down.
Just under 7.5 minutes left to go in quarter number 3. Oakland with the football, and they lead 10-7. First down, Oakland. Mark Van Egan gets it.
It's almost like a wedge play for the Oakland Raiders. They're blocking straight ahead. Blocking straight ahead, giving the ball to the big fullback. Here he from behind the quarterback in the back, straight ahead. He's looking for a hole. He finds it. Now the head goes down. The legs keep driving. He's just looking to pick up a couple of yards in the first down, maintaining possession of this football for the Oakland Raiders.
Andy Doors with a tackle. Oakland with the football. Their own 14-yard line. First down. Listen to the crowd. Kenny King. King to the 19. He has 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Elvin Bethea stopped him there.
The quickness of Kenny King made that 5 yards because he was out there in a hurry. Also, Big Art Shell, the offensive left tackle, number 78, was out providing a block. They have somebody down.
And it is Ken Kennard, the middle guard, number 71. This has been a tough, physical football game. 6 minutes and 34 seconds left in the third. We've got an injury timeout. Oakland has the football, and they have the lead, and we'll be back in just a moment to wild card action.
Hey, Tommy, you just get in?
Yeah.
And you switched to natural light?
Nah, it's always been my favorite. Natural light.
This is Angelo Fields, the rookie, at 6'6", around 350 pounds, starting left tackle. Injured in the first half with a sprained knee. 2nd and 5, Oakland, their own 19-yard line. Van Egan. On his determination alone, he got 3 yards to the 22, so it'll be 3rd down and a pair. Robert Brazil was trying to bring him down.
There's nothing mysterious about what Oakland is trying to do, Charlie. It's just straight ahead. Almost missing the handoff here, Plunkett to Van Egan. But it's just straight ahead power. That's all it is. Oakland's been doing this for years to their offensive left side behind Big Art Shell and Gene Upshaw. They're looking to maintain possession of this football.
Van Egan has 31 yards rushing. Kenny King has 23 yards rushing. That's a total of 54 for Oakland. Earl Campbell has 82 of Houston's 90 yards rushing.
Oh, he's quick. He's quick. Quickness and speed. No substitute for it.
First down. The talk before the ball game, of course, was the fact that Stabler, Casper, and Tatum played with the Oakland Raiders. Well, Kenny King started with the Houston Oilers. As a rookie last year, their number 3 draft choice, he was a fullback. That meant that he played behind Earl Campbell. He had a total of 9 yards rushing. Oakland traded for him. They made him a halfback. Play action. Plunkett misses Chester.
Chester had good coverage by Hunt on him, but I think he was initially looking to try to go deep to Cliff Branch, who was running a deep pattern. But he was well covered in the secondary.
Plunkett has not had that successful an afternoon when you look at the statistics, but he can go deep and he can hurt you in a hurry.
Well, yes, he can. We saw that in the first half. He threw the ball about, I don't know, 65 or 70 yards in the air.
About 3 times.
And you have a burner like Brandt that puts a lot of pressure on that secondary.
And also a burner like King swinging out as a running back. 2nd and 10 on the draw. This is Derek Jensen.
Andrew, nice play by the big defensive lineman on that draw play. They've been talking about Mike Stensrud. Houston really feels that he has really come into his own this year, doing an outstanding job. This is a draw play, hoping to catch them coming, but number 67 has that quickness. Gets a hold of Jensen, throws him down. Now it's 3rd and 10 situation, Charlie. Plunkett's going to have to once again go back and put the ball up in the air.
The Oilers going with 4 down linemen. Hartwig is in, 5 men in the secondary.
For Oakland, 3 wide receivers. They take Raymond Chester out.
They bring Bradshaw in. It's Morris Bradshaw. 3rd down and 10. And the pass is underthrown to Branch.
Branch was open, Charlie. And the pressure was the reason that he wasn't able to get that football to him. Houston put the pressure up front where he couldn't see that well. He knew he had to get rid of the football. As you can see that Jim Plunkett is not too happy with that last play. Here it is. This is what a quarterback is looking at. Coming back in the pocket. Now straight up in his face, you're going to see some of the defensive linemen. There it is. Up in the air is number 52, Robert Brazil. And that impairs the quarterback's vision. And he threw a poor pass to Branch. Had he been able to see Branch all the way and had an alley to throw in, he'd have been able to get the ball to him.
And time again, Ray Guy has punted the ball. And he alone, and he does it again, he alone has kept the Oilers with their backs to their own goal line. Roach is on the return. He's in big trouble at the 50. A punt of 56 yards and a flag comes down. Derek Ramsey with the tackle. Ray Guy has had an afternoon.
Not only does he kick the ball far, but today, more importantly, according to the coaches, he got that great height. So it gives the team, the kicking team, an opportunity to get down under that ball.
Clipping against Houston.
I saw Booby Clark. It looked like he clipped, and it was really unnecessary if it's the one that, at least from the angle that I'm looking at. When you start going sideways when you're returning that ball, that's giving that team that's kicking it an opportunity to get down under it.
Personal foul, clipping on the run back, number 50. First down.
That's accusing.
It was on Darrell Hunt.
Poor Booby Clark. That it was Darrell Hunt. Regardless, they're backed up against the goal line.
Ray Guy's average 51.3 in 8 punts. Angelo Fields on the crutches on the sideline. Houston with the ball, their own 9-yard line. Yeah. And the Bradshaw, you saw that is Terry's younger brother. Stabler has completed 60% of his passes, 9 of 15. As time in the coverage, an excellent reception by Mike Barber. And Barber goes to the 43-yard line. He had to sort out the defenders, circle behind them, and the play covered 34 yards.
That's the confidence that Stabler has in the passing game, because the linebacker was all over Barber, but the linebacker had his back. Look at the time he has to throw. The linebacker has his back to the receiver, and it's underthrown. And he comes back and makes the reception. Bob Nelson was the linebacker, and he was right there with Barber all the way. And we have somebody down on the field once again.
Burgess Owens, the free safety of the Oakland Raiders.
Look at this. Linebackers there. As a matter of fact, Nelson overran the ball. Barber coming up because he was looking back at Stabler. He could see it all the way. The linebacker had his back to the line of scrimmage. In that case, the receiver definitely has the advantage.
Mike Barber was a bit upset when about the 4th game in the season that Houston traded for Dave Casper. He went right to Bum Phillips. He said, "Are you trying to tell me something?" And Mike Barber ended up having the best year of his career.
Charlie, you said he was a bit upset. I think he pounded the door down. He didn't wait for
ball at their own 42-yard line, first down. 3:17 and counting. Time remaining, 3rd quarter. Here's Earl Campbell. 3 yards to the 45, 2nd and 7.
Playing the run all the way. They had about 8 men up on that line of scrimmage that time looking to stop Earl Campbell. And for Stabler in the situation where it's 2nd long, he'll have to throw the football. Even at that, he picks up, what, 3 yards on the play.
Reggie Kinlaw and Mike Davis make the tackle. Carl Roaches is now in as a wide receiver. Wilson has come out. Campbell is the remaining back. So Renfro, Roaches, Casper and Barber are the receivers. 2nd and 7. Pressure. He's in trouble. It is sacked. That is the 4th sack for the Oakland Raiders, and it was Mike Davis who got it.
And you take a look, they've had 4 sacks. 3 of the sacks have been by defensive backs. 2 by Lester Hayes, 1 now by Davis, the other one by Elvin Buffet.
No. Let me just make it. The other one by Dave Brown.
That's right.
Yeah. Just want to make that correction. That is as many times as this man has been sacked in one ball game this year. Oh, that's a big play. Takes it back to the 33. Lost at 12.
Elvin Buffet sacked his own man. Hey, that's a trick.
I wanted to get that one. I knew you'd like that. 3rd and 19. Pulled down by Mike Barber. 44-yard line. Gain of 11. So it will be 4th down. And still around 8 to go as Otis McKinney makes the tackle. This is the crowd reacting to the defense of the Oakland Raiders.
Charlie, we talked about the big play of the Oakland Raiders, and we aren't always talking about the offense.
That's right.
Because the defense has come up with some big plays in this ball game today.
Parsley's kick to Keith Moody.
Oh, he nailed that one.
Goes into the end zone, through the end zone, a punt of 56 yards. So Parsley, he has been watching Ray Guy at work. An excellent punt by Cliff Parsley. So Oakland will have the ball on their own 20-yard line, 1st down, with 1:23 left to go in the 3rd quarter, and we have had no scoring in the 2nd half.
Houston has had an opportunity. Stabler intercepted by Lester Hayes in the end zone. It looked like that Houston definitely would get an opportunity to get some points. It would be a chip shot for Tony Frisch if they had an opportunity to kick the field goal if they didn't get the touchdown.
You look at the statistics and you look at what is happening, and you figure that Houston is winning, and yet Oakland is down in front. I mean, it has a strange feel to this ball game. That's why they call it the Wildcard, because that's what it has been. Gain of a yard by Arthur Whittington.
I get the feeling that something is going to happen. Yeah. Something's going to explode out there, and we're going to have a big play by one of the 2 teams.
Yes, at any moment. Yes. And it may be looking too far ahead. We still have a minute to go here in all of the 4th quarter. But overtime is not beyond a possibility. 2nd and 9. 2nd back through. Whittington to the 23. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Elvin Bethea makes the tackle. And now Plunkett will throw deep.
That's right. He's trying to establish a running game, get something going. Wasn't able to do that. Now he's going to be in a situation where he's going to have to throw the ball or draw or screen, which is the passing situation. Houston knows that. They're making changes, bringing in some additional people, including Jack Tatum, the leading interceptor for the Houston Oilers. He's in the ball game.
Right. He had 7 during the regular season. That is the high in his career. Kenny King is back into that offensive backfield, 3rd down and 7. He's an excellent receiver. Chandler shows motion, both backs in the block, and one swings out in the left flat. Going deep to Branch. He has the 45-yard line of Houston. Cliff Branch. 32 yards on the play. And with that play, the 3rd quarter comes to a close. The score is Oakland 10 and Houston 7. And we'll be right back after these messages from your local station.
You see what he's wearing?
Super Bowl ring.
That's what they're looking for. Both teams out there want to be wearing one of those things after about, what, 5 weeks? 4 or 5 weeks?
January 25th. Report on Burgess Owens. Cut out. Could be back. 44-yard line of Houston. Oakland is the ball 1st down. We open the 4th period. Play out. Good fake by Plunkett. Going deep. He's open. Has the touchdown. Raiders. Arthur Whittington. 44 yards.
Play pass to Whittington. Credit that offensive line of protection. Van Egan stays back. An excellent throw by Plunkett. Right on the money. He beat Terrell Hunt, number 50, the linebacker, into the end zone for a touchdown.
An 80-yard drive in 4 plays. And it took a minute and a half.
I credit the wide receiver. Branch did an excellent job of clearing out that area, providing man-to-man coverage on the running back by their linebacker, Hunt, number 50.
The extra point gives the Oakland Raiders a 10-point lead. 14:53 left. We'll be back with a kickoff. Here it is again.
Yeah, Charlie, the reason that it's man-to-man out there because Cliff Branch cleared out that area. You look down there, you have a linebacker on a back, and you do not see, until just Vernon Perry comes into the picture right there, a defensive back in that area. That's the great respect they have with Branch, because when he takes off deep, they're going with him.
Barr kick shot, taken at the 8-yard line by Ronnie Coleman. And Coleman returns to the 30-yard line, and there's a flag down on the return. Derek Jensen and Jeff Barnes make the tackle, but time and time again, on punting plays and on kickoff plays, we have seen flags down in this ballgame.
And generally, it's against the receiving team. Here it is, holding. The one thing, as I say, you do not want to do, you don't take a chance. Particularly when you're going to get the ball in good field position, don't jeopardize your team and take a chance of getting you back, and that's what they're going to do right now. They're on the 25-yard line. Looks like where the officials are starting. So here back to the 16-yard line. Now they got 84 yards to go.
Holding on the run back, number 45. First down.
Holding on Tim Wilson. So the Oilers will come out Troy. They have Billy Johnson and Mike Renfro in as wide receivers. Casper Barber in as a tight end. Rob Carpenter is the remaining back. Pressure. And it is Mike Davis, the strong safety. 5th sack for the Raiders, and 4 of the 5 have now come from men in the secondary.
Mike Davis has had 2. Lester Hayes has had 2 quarterback sacks, and I'm sure Houston did not expect that. If they did, they didn't have anybody back there to pick up Davis, because you're going to see him coming in right now.
Normally, it's a linebacker that comes on a blitz, and the halfback looks for him. If he comes, he stays in, or the blocking back. They don't necessarily look for a cornerback to come.
No, you don't, because your responsibility a lot of times, if you're a running back in a passing situation, is a linebacker, you locate that linebacker first. If he comes, you block him. If he doesn't, then you got in the pass pattern.
Carpenter has a yard, and that is all. Ted Hendricks has him, and Rod Martin joins him.
Now just think back to the last 2 plays. On the kickoff, a penalty. Takes him back to the 16-yard line. Going back to pass, they had the blitz on. The safety man comes and nails the quarterback. Now they're down back to what? About the 7. He comes, you block him. If he doesn't, then you go out in the pass pattern.
Carpenter has a yard, and that is all. Ted Hendricks has him, and Rod Martin joins him.
Now just think back the last two plays. On the kickoff, a penalty. Takes him back to the 16-yard line. Going back to pass, they had the blitz on. The safety man comes and nails the quarterback. Now they're down back to what? About the 7.5, 8-yard line. And it's a third down situation, 18 yards to go. Not a very good situation to be in, but do not count the snake out. He's been there before.
Carl Roaches comes in. Johnson comes out as a wide receiver. Blitz again, a double blitz. They almost get him for a safety. He gets the pass off, but barely. And a flag goes down.
And that is right on the 25-yard line.
That would mean defensive holding and an automatic first down.
Stabler avoids it here. They had the blitz on. Browning, 73, gets a hand on it, but he overruns it. He throws the ball, but he gets nailed as he throws it. Hendricks hits him. All he was trying to do is get rid of the football to avoid that loss back there.
And Ted Hendricks is 6'7", 225 pounds.
Holding. Defense, number 23. First down.
Holding on Otis McKinney. Now, any defensive foul with 5 exceptions carry the first down. That's offsides, encroachment, delay of game, illegal substitution, excessive timeouts. All of the defensive fouls carry a first down. That is the reason it is a first down at the 13-yard line.
They've got a first down now. They started on the 16. They're back on about the 14-yard line.
And Earl Campbell is in, and he carries. And he goes out to the 17. He has 4, so it'll be second down and 6.
Burgess Owens coming back in the ball game, Charlie.
And that is good news. He was out with a cut eye. Lots of time remaining. 13 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the fourth. Earl Campbell, 86 yards rushing, 23 carries. Boy, they have shut him down at 23 carries. Not a lot of yardage. Usually he has around 155, 160.
Well, Oakland has done an outstanding job against the running game all year long. They've had problems against the pass. Morton with Denver put, 461 yards he threw for Denver against the Oakland Raiders.
20-yard line. Matuzak and Kenlaw make the tackle. It'll be third down, still around 3.
Now you're taking a look at what Earl Campbell is looking at, looking for a hole, looking for an opening. He sees it right there, he feels, but it's closed in a hurry. The big John Matuzak, 72, is in there to make or help on the stop.
Now Ronnie Coleman comes in, Wilson comes out. The Raiders will have 4 down linemen as Willie Jones and Cedric Hardman come in, 5 in the secondary. Oakland is looking for the pass. Campbell, the remaining back. Snake throws, far side, receiver slipped and fell. Mike Renfro slipped when he made his cut. He had no chance.
We've seen it several times today on this field where the receivers or the players have slipped. They had good pressure on Stabler once again. He had to get rid of that ball really before he wanted to. Keeping Earl Campbell in to help block, but you can see the pressure coming. He knows he has to get rid of the ball because he's nailed right there by number 53, Rod Martin. If he'd have waited any longer, he'd have been sacked.
Cliff Parsley to kick. Keith Moody is set for the return. Aaron Matthews, normally the punt returner for the Raiders, out with a knee injury. Will not return. He'll just leave it alone. Just inside the 35-yard line. Hollywood Henderson down very quickly. The kick covered 45 yards. We have 11 minutes and 54 seconds left to go. Oakland has the football, and they lead by 154. If the Oilers are to get back in the ball game, they have to do it now, and their defense has to do it.
The defense got to do the job of stopping Oakland right now. You can only say it for so long, well, there's so much time remaining. They're down 10 points.
Kenny King gets the call. He'll lose a yard. It'll be second down and 11. Robert Brazil and Greg Bingham make the tackle.
The defense of Houston knows they've got to stop them. On the other hand, Oakland knows they're looking at that clock also. 11:35 and counting down. If they can get they don't have to score now. They get a few first downs, occupy some of that time, punt it away, and put them in bad, field position where they've got to go a long way. What they do not want to do, Oakland does not want to do, they don't want to give Houston anything. If Houston gets anything, they're going to have to earn it.
Second and 11.
Pass.
Play action. Tip. Incomplete. Just to the intended receiver, Vernon Perry. Oh, and he was open, too.
Vernon Perry read that play very well and got a hand up, and it's a good thing he did because Raymond Chester was open. And you can see the blocking back there, Upshaw coming up there, good protection. But right there, you can see that Perry got a hand on it and knocked it up in the air. It's fortunate, really, for Oakland. The ball didn't bounce high enough because you saw back there once again was a Houston defensive man. He could have come up with an interception.
3rd down and 11. Tatum now in the secondary for the Oilers. 5 men in the secondary. Plunkett has completed 7 of 21. Whittington, sweep right. And he is wrapped up at the 40-yard line, maybe the 41. It'll be 4th down as Vernon Perry got him. And Ray Guy will be kicking again.
Houston defense did the job, and they did the job on 1st down. They stopped Oakland on 1st down. I think they had a 2nd 8 situation after the 1st down, forcing Plunkett to go to a play pass, and that didn't work, so now it's a 3rd down situation. Oakland did not want to take a chance, I'm sure, of putting that ball up in the air and throwing an interception. As I said before, Oakland's feeling right now, if Houston is going to get anything, let them earn it. Don't give it to them.
Roaches is set for the return, and Ray Guy has been the most valuable player for the Raiders in this game. He sails a beauty that hangs forever. 10-yard line, 15, flag is down, 20, 30, just outside the 30. There was not a flag, I'm sorry. I saw a yellow mark on the sideline, and it wasn't a flag. You know what that is? It's a crowd microphone down there. And Ray Guy makes the tackle. That punt covered 50 yards with a 20-yard return.
Carl Roaches has been doing an outstanding job today on returns. He escaped some lightning down there on that play to pick up 20 yards. You take a look at Ray Guy, who was a safety in college. He knows what it's all about to tackle people.
So Houston has the football on their own 31. Just over 10 minutes left. We'll be back. The different thing is what the people in the stands, when he comes up, they pretend he's not there.
That's rather difficult to do, too.
Houston now from their own 31-yard line.
He's going to pass.
Campbell can throw it.
But where?
Out of bounds. He has completed 1 of 2 during the regular season, and that was for a touchdown, but this one was to Renfro. I will say one thing, that when Earl winds up to throw, he does take a long time to throw. Osteen had the cover.
Here it is. He showed pass real soon and just wound. They didn't say don't make any difference whether it looks pretty or not, Earl. Just get it out there. But he's going to have to understand that when you do throw it out of bounds, whether you catch it or not, it's no good.
That pass that we talked about that he completed during the regular season was to Billy White. Hughes Johnson covered 57 yards for a score. 2nd and 10. The Raiders now will go with 4 down linemen, 5 in the secondary. Roaches and Renfro are the receivers. Campbell, the remaining back.
There's the way you throw it.
And there's the way you defend it. Lester Hayes. Excellent coverage. Perfect coverage.
What a day he's having. He's had 2 quarterback sacks, and for a cornerback, that's virtually unheard of. You don't have that in the whole season. But here you got Renfro going up top, man-to-man coverage. 37 Lester Hayes with Renfro makes an excellent play right there. He turned his head around, didn't lose sight of the fact of where the receiver is, located the football and knocked it away.
And don't forget also, he had the interception in the end zone.
He has to stick him that glue all over his head here, as well as the rest of his body.
Rob Carpenter in the backfield. It is 3rd down and 10. Flags are down. Pass is incomplete at the 45-yard line. Renfro is claiming pass interference. Lester Hayes had the coverage, but a flag was dropped back at the 30 on the far side of the field.
Well, I know that Oakland jumped. The defensive lineman jumped. I don't know whether they got back or not. May not have. Might have been Willie Jones. Here it is.
That is very close to pass interference. Remember on a pass interference call that the defender has an equal opportunity to the football as does the receiver. But you can't go through the man. He almost went through.
Offside, defense, the left side of the defensive line, 3rd down.
And that was Willie Jones who was the left side of the defensive line. We picked him up. Third down and 5. 36-yard line. Pressure again. Sack number 6, and Willie Jones got it. 6 sacks for the Oakland Raiders. That is the most that Saber has been sacked in any game this year.
They were putting the heat on. Jones got through him, but Cedric Hartman was also in there, so was Ted Hendricks. Matuzak taking an inside rush. The outside, both Hartman and Jones. Jones coming up with the sack. But there were 3 Oakland Raiders right around Kenny Stabler that time. That's pressure. There's no way out for Stabler. He couldn't go forward, sideways, or any place.
Partially the kick now to Keith Moody. Not that good a kick. But it does take a good roll. For the Houston Oilers, goes to the 25-yard line. So Oakland will take over on their own 25-yard line. That punt covering 47 yards. The Raiders have a first down, and we have 9:17 left to go. And that is John Matuzak that's taking us to commercial. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, John. Been shut down in the second half.
Well, they surely have. 81 yards in total offense in the second half. And what is more important, they have not scored any points.
Oakland from their own 25. Play action on first down.
Getting back over Van Egan.
45-yard line, 46-yard line, upended by Mike Reinfeld.
Good call by Oakland. I thought that was an excellent call because they hadn't been getting anything on first down. They decided to go with a play-action pass. Houston, on the other hand, knows that they have to stop him. Van Egan is hobbling off the field, but here's a play-action pass. Van Egan is waiting there, just hanging around. Then he goes over the line of scrimmage, just dumps it off because the linebackers are flying back. The tackle is going to come up and be made by number 37, Mike Reinfeld. He caught him right in the thigh. That looks like the problem for Van Egan right now. But that was a good call by him.
Van Egan is on the sideline. They're working on him. A gain of 21 on the play.
Look at that speed.
Kenny King around the corner. First down. 40. Touchdown is saved by number 37, Mike Reinfeld. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A gain of 27 yards.
Whittington going into the ballgame, as you can see right now. But watch the speed. He goes looking to the inside. Now he puts it on right now, and he outruns. Wilson, number 33, goes to the sideline. Right now, it's 37. Mike Reinfeld is there. If he hadn't been there, they'd put 6 more points on the board. Taking a look at ground level, what it looks like down there where all the action is taking place. But the speed of King is getting a dimension to the Oakland Raiders that they haven't had for a long time, or if they've ever had.
Report on Van Egan and Charlie Horse. He can come back. 27-yard line, first down. No gain by Arthur Whittington as he is dropped by Robert Brazil, Darrell Hunt, and Elvin Bethea. It'll be second down and 10.
All right, Oakland is in good position right now. 8 minutes, 10 seconds in the ball game. Counting down. They're in field goal range, I would think, for Barr. Second down situation. They're eating up that clock. I look for them to keep the ball on the ground.
Second and 10, 27-yard line of the Oilers.
Like I said, the thing to do is show it up front.
He's open in the end zone. Incomplete. A flag is down. Flag drops the 11-yard line. Chandler, the intended receiver, and he was open. And a marker was dropped the 11. It'll be pass interference, a gift to Houston Oilers.
Yes, number 33 is J.C. Wilson out there, and I think what it was kind of a stop and go, or making him look like it was going to be a sideline move, and one up top was wide open.
Pass interference, defense, number 33, first down.
Here it is, Bob Chandler coming down. He's going to the outside, and he just lets him run. He was expecting him, if the coverage was man-to-man, he was expecting him to run a sideline pattern or a shorter pattern, and he ran right by him. And the thing to do is to try to grab him to save a touchdown.
And that's what he did, and he made contact, and the flag dropped. 11-yard line, first down. Chandler in motion. Whittington. And Whittington is buried at the 10. It'll go for a gain of 1. It'll be second down and 9. Check of the clock shows 7:37 and counting. Time remaining. This drive could well wrap it up for the Oakland Raiders.
Listen, this is the big drive right now, you know, because it's right now. They're up by 10 points. 3 points, very, very big. Because that would force Houston to score 2 touchdowns to go ahead. But if they get a touchdown, it could be 16 or 17-point lead. It would be almost insurmountable with 7 minutes remaining in this football game. For Houston, they got to dig in right now.
Plunkett to throw. In zone, incomplete. He had pressure. Everybody was covered. He was just throwing it away. Chandler was there. Perry had the cover.
You got to throw it a little higher then, because when you start throwing that ball in the middle, down there by the end zone, you're always going to have some defensive players around there, either a linebacker or a defensive back. And if you're not really throwing it to your man for a score, you better just throw it way over everybody's head.
Chris Barr, who is hit early in the ball game from 47 yards away.
Van Egan back in the ball game. He's all right. That's good news for Oakland.
3rd down and 9. Branch is in the slot left. 3rd sack for the Houston Oilers. Bingham got him this time.
Did he ever get him? He flew through there, and Plunkett didn't even have an opportunity to get set and get turned around before Bingham nailed him.
A loss of 10 on the play.
Taking a look at it right here, right up through the middle, and he's going down because he knew he did not have a chance. Whenever you get pressure, if you're quarterback, pressure straight at you, it is really difficult to avoid. If you get it from the outside, you can always step up. But that time, Bingham was there, and that's a big sack. Takes him 10 yards back in this attempt for a field goal.
An attempt of 37 yards. It is good from 37 yards away. And the Raiders now lead the Oilers by 13. 20-7 with 6:25 left to go. On New Year's Day, be sure to be with us. First, it's Michigan and Washington, the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl. And then it's the game that could determine number 1, the Orange Bowl between Florida State and Oklahoma. Seconds left to go in the twilight of the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. Could well be the twilight of the season for the Houston Oilers.
Bear in mind, Houston has outscored their opponents 108-66 points in the 4th period.
Coleman on the kickoff return. Reverses, and reverses into trouble.
Edwards.
Rich Martini and Derek Ramsey team up as we pause briefly for station identification. This is the NBC Television Network.
This is KCRA-TV, Channel 3, Sacramento.
This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson, 6:13 left to go in the AFC Wildcard game. Bum Phillips, the head coach of the Oilers, trailing by 13. Houston at their own 12-yard line. First down.
They're going to be putting the heat on Stabler now. They've been doing it all day, and they're not going to stop now.
Pass is incomplete. Casper, but it was behind him. Be sure to stay following football with us for a special 2-hour chip that will be seen in its entirety. We're going to slide the network tonight. That means that when the football game is over, then you will be able to see chips from the beginning to the end. On the West Coast and most Mountain Time Zone stations, chips will be seen at its regular time. Second down and 10.
Tough situation for Houston because you'll take a look at those defensive linemen. Look at them. They're down. They're ready to fly. They hit one Friday night, and that's get to Stabler, and they do.
And they do. That is the 7th sack for the Oakland Raiders. Listen to the crowd reaction to Ted Hendricks' sack. Run it
great year he's had, Charlie. 12th year. I think he's done so many things. He has made so many things happen. He creates fumbles. He blocks kicks. He blitzes. Does an outstanding job at that. Pass coverage. As they say, he can do it all.
7 sacks, 65 yards in losses.
They're going to go after him again, I bet you.
Far side, incomplete.
See what that pressure does? See what that pressure does? A lot of times they don't even get to you. But you get the pressure, and you got to get rid of it before you want to. And I see a yellow flag there.
Yes. Otis McKinney had the coverage, and you're right. The receivers simply do not have time to get into their pattern.
Ball start, offense, left tackle.
That is on Conway Heyman. It'll be refused. It'll be 4th down and 19. Now let's go back to that pressure that Lynn Dawson was talking about.
He's keeping the backs in to help block as he's in the end zone, but still, look at the players coming. Their arms are up. He knows he can't afford a 2-point loss down there.
Did I miscount? I must have. They have it 3rd down.
They just changed it on the scoreboard. Charlie, I'd say this is it for Houston.
Pressure is there again. Interception, Lester Hayes.
He'll score.
Lester Hayes. Touchdown. That's it. 20 yards on the interception return.
Kenny knows he needs to go deep to get the 18 yards. He puts that ball up there. He hangs it too long. Look at that 37. Lester Hayes is in great position to come up with the interception. And along the sidelines, there is no one to touch him. He's in for a touchdown.
Willie Jones, go ahead.
He's looking to go to Renfro, running an out route. But he had excellent position. Defensively had excellent position on Renfro. Renfro really never got him turned around. And the reason he did because they had 18 yards to go. So he'd let him catch it in front of him all day long.
Willie Jones and Ted Hendricks were putting the pressure on Ken Stable. Sellout crowd here, and they are still here. The leader and those that trail. Extra point. It's good. 27-7. Oakland leading with 5:29 left.
Defensively, Oakland has done a tremendous job on this Houston team. This Houston team that has the running of Earl Campbell, who gained almost 2,000 yards with 1,934 yards during the season. The defensive backs have done a tremendous job for Oakland. They have 4 sacks by the defensive backs. 2 by Davis, the safety, and 2 by that man, Lester Hayes. Not only that, but Lester Hayes came up with that big interception.
Lester Hayes with 2 interceptions and the touchdown. And the reason the miscount on the down was on that false start penalty. You cannot refuse it. It's automatic because it's called and they had the down go over. That was the reason for it.
Vernon Perry also coming up with a big interception in the end zone. Lester Hayes had some kind of game.
Oh, he really had. Ronnie Coleman and Carl Roaches are set for the kickoff return. Chris Farr boots it away. Ronnie Coleman. 20, 25, 30, 32-yard line. Houston from their own 32, first down. Morris Bradshaw making the tackle for the Raiders. Oilers trailing by 20. 3 touchdowns in 5:19. Maybe an impossibility.
It is not an impossibility, but, you know, in order to get the third one, you have to get the first one first. And they got to do it in a hurry. That's where they're at a disadvantage because of speed. Got great tight end for the running game, but they don't have a Kenny Burrow that can get out there with the great speed to break it open.
Pass is incomplete and a flag goes down. Monty Jackson has the coverage on Mike Barber.
I think they're going to call it on Monty Jackson. The only one there. They have to call it on him.
Pass interference, first down. Houston at their own 43-yard line.
It's a break for Houston. Not only get the first down, but they stopped the clock. It only took 5 seconds for that play.
5 minutes and 14 seconds left. Penalty covering 11 yards. Stabler to throw. Drops it off. Underneath the coverage to Rob Carpenter, who slipped at the 47-yard line. He has 4. It'll be second down 6. Ted Hendricks was there just to tap him down.
Disadvantage for Houston. They're accustomed to playing on the carpet. That would not happen. The ground slide out from under your feet.
Time running out on the Houston Oilers.
Local knowledge, I guess in golf they say local knowledge.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Well, it helps here in Oakland also.
Rich Castor is in as a receiver, along with Carl Rocha. That is Dave Casper. Otis McKinney was there for the Raiders, 45-yard line of Oakland.
That was a good throw by Stabler. You could see that Casper was trying to get out of bounds. Wasn't able to. Stabler took a hit on that last play and went to the turf, and he's slow getting up.
First down at the Raiders 45. 4:07 and counting. Time remaining. Pass is complete to Renfro. Fumbles it. It is picked up by the Oakland Raiders. It is, guess who? Lester Hayes. Hayes reverses. He wants to use up the clock. No, they're going to bring it back. They blew the whistle. They said the play was dead at the 24-yard line. The Oilers will retain possession of the football. Burgess Owens is the man who made the hit.
This was a good throw by Stabler because he had to drill it in there between about 2 or 3 defensive players and over the head of Hendricks to Renfro, making the stop. And hey, that's very close, Charlie. He was up in the air.
I think that's the first call the officials have missed in this ball game.
He was. Take a look at that. He was up in the air.
He lost possession in the air. You're right.
He's got possession of it right now, so it is a catch. He is hit right there. The headgear goes in and knocks that ball loose. And it's up in the air. He didn't hit the ground before the ball is lost.
And a flag is down on this play. That last play covered 21 yards.
Center for Kevin Smith is incomplete.
So we'll sort out the flags. Clock is stopped now with 3:27 left to go. Offsides against the Raiders. Lynn Shapiro and Bill Breslin have been our spotters. Ted Reinholz assisting Joe Costanza, NBC statistician. Thank you, gentlemen, for an outstanding job. 3:27 left. Here's the call. Offside, like we said. Okay, 19-yard line. It will be first down and 5. Stabler needs a touchdown right now. Pass is low, but caught by Mike Barber. Down the sideline, fighting his way. Barber fights his way to the 1-yard line.
Does that tell you something about that man's character and how much he wants to play? He's not giving up by any means. A great effort not only to get out of bounds, but he got the ball all the way down inside the 5-yard line. It's a low throw. He makes an excellent catch. Look at this catch. Now he's got to get turned around. He slips a little bit also, maintains his balance, gets that hand down to maintain balance, and then goes as far as he possibly can, running right over Lester Hayes, knocking him out of the way.
Burgess Owens bumped him out of bounds, so Mike Barber goes to the 1-yard line, where it's first and goal to go. 3:18 left.
Barber is really a great competitor. You're right, they need to score. They need to get it in there right now.
Earl Campbell. No, it was not Campbell. It was
defensively is get penetration to disrupt things in the backfield. That time it was accomplished by Willie Jones.
Oakland Raider player shaken up. Otis McKinney is the injured player.
See you taking a look right now. You see number 90? He is about 2 yards deep and makes the hit. The turf back there, you look at the grass flying around. The turf is real soft down there. The footing is terrible. Therefore, you shouldn't go sideways. You should go straight ahead.
Number 90 is Willie Jones. This is Otis McKinney, who is being assisted off the field. That was the first carry for Tim Wilson. At the 4-yard line. It's second down goal to go. Just over 3 minutes left to go in the ball game. It is Oakland 27 and Houston 7.
What has to happen? They got to get a touchdown. They've got to get the ball back. And getting the ball back, they will undoubtedly try an onside kick. They need 3 touchdowns.
Caster in motion. Earl Campbell. They stand him up at about the 2-yard line. It'll be third down and goal to go. Lester Hayes was there, along with Rod Martin.
Giving the ball to Earl Campbell is a good thing. Down here, you're taking a look at 87, Dave Casper, blocking on Martin, and it's an excellent job. He was taking him any way that he possibly could. Earl Campbell cut to the outside, and that's the way that Martin went, and he helped make the tackle.
Matt Millen finally got there to help stop him. Third down, goal to go. Campbell slips as he makes his cut at the 4. It will be fourth down and goal to go. Burgess Owens was there to cover him when Campbell slipped.
And I'm sure that Snake now will put the ball in the air. 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go. They're down by 20 points.
And we've got a timeout, the 2-minute warning to both pitchers. 27-7. We'll be back in a moment.
If you're shopping for a new car, it's smart to talk to an Allstate agent before you buy.
Before I buy? Why?
Some cars get a break on insurance at Allstate.
Hey, we'll be right back.
Let's face it, all cars aren't built the same. At Allstate, some cost less to insure.
Buy one of these, and we'll pass the savings on to you. Up to 35% less than comprehensive.
35%?
We'll be right back.
Different rates for different cars. You're in good hands with Allstate.
That's a promise for me, Judy Davis.
At $50.96, Dodge Colt sticker price beats all these subcompact hatchbacks. Every Volkswagen, every Datsun, every Honda, every Toyota. And Colt's mileage is almost unbelievable, thanks to the advanced technology of Mitsubishi's MCA jet engine. In this class, Colt's estimated MPG beats every gasoline VW, including Rabbit, every Datsun, every Honda, every Toyota. Dodge Colt, high mileage, low price, and front-wheel drive.
Now make your best deal on all new Dodge imports. Then get $350 to $680 direct from Chrysler on top of it.
This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson, with 2 minutes to go in the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. The Raiders lead by 20 points. It is fourth down and goal to go for the Houston Oilers at the Oakland Raider 4-yard line.
They still have Earl Campbell in the game. You know, Earl is at a disadvantage, I believe, with this soft turf because he is so strong in his legs. He has such great drive that he just digs up the turf.
Play action.
Putting it up for grabs.
Incomplete. The Oakland Raiders hold. Osteen knocked it away. And Mike Davis was also there.
He was looking for Barber, the tight end. He was well covered, but Kenny just put that ball up the air and hoped on this play. Taking the ball to Earl Campbell. Here it is. Pressure is coming by Martin. He just throws the ball up in the air. There are 2 defenders over there. He was looking at Barber, number 86 was in the area, but he was just hoping 1 or 2 things, that Barber come up with a great catch, or perhaps there would be interference. I was talking about Earl Campbell. He's so strong in his leg. When you get soft turf like this, and he starts digging in, he's going to dig up the turf. That's where he has an advantage, I think, on synthetic turf.
Oakland now from their own 4-yard line. 1 minute and 54 seconds away from winning the Wildcard game. Mark Van Egan, he'll pick up a yard. Houston will take a timeout to stop the clock. And this gives us time to remind you that the executive producer of NBC Sports is Don Omeyer, and our coordinating producer for football is Ted Nathanson. The telecast of today's game has been produced by George Finkel and directed by Ted Nathanson. Technical director is Wayne McDonald, associate director Richard Klein, and associate producer Michael Hadley.
And they've done an excellent job here with the telecast today.
They certainly have. So right now, it will be on Saturday on NBC, Buffalo at San Diego. On Sunday, it will be Oakland at Cleveland. And Bum Phillips will be watching at home on television. Nice man.
Yeah, he's a great man. An outstanding coach. And Tom Flores on the right, along with Steve Ortmeyer with the Oakland Raiders. Flores quietly has done a tremendous job, I think.
He really was. Not many people remember he was your backup quarterback when you won the Super Bowl.
He wears a Super Bowl ring, and you mentioned that Kansas City beat Oakland here for the championship the year that Kansas City won it, and Flores was on that team. So he knows that a wild card team, or a team that didn't win the division, can go all the way.
It's the first down for the Oakland Raiders.
I asked him before the game, I said, well, are you going to give a pep talk to your players? See that Mike Barber there expresses what they feel, but Flores says, yes, I'm going in and played with them. Tell them I have a big mortgage and I need to pay for it.
1:13 and counting, time remaining. Mike Van Egan, as the Raiders will be content just to run out the clock. Again, as I was mentioning a moment ago, but we can be more specific as far as times are concerned. On Saturday on NBC, 3:30 Eastern Time. Starting, of course, with NFL 80 and host Brian Gumbel. It will be the Buffalo Bills against the San Diego Chargers. And then at noon Eastern Time, next Sunday, the Oakland Raiders will go to Cypherville, the Cleveland Browns.
Those are two great games next weekend.
Dave Castro.
There's a good formation, because you see the man way to the right back there. He is there for one purpose. If there is a fumble, he is there to either make the fumble recovery or make the tackle. It's
15
all over.
seconds, and the crowd will take us to the countdown.